What's good?
It's a great day. It's a great day today, man. Vibed out, being productive, fam getting after it, man. It's exciting times, man. OTAs still getting after it, man. Football feels like the spring is finally here. It's a good vibe, man. It's a good vibe all the way. We got Memorial Weekend coming up, so we're gonna take some time, get a long weekend here. Yeah.
Memorialize.
Yeah, especially because anybody that knows how me and you get it in, we went through our little busy off season time with the draft stuff. So it's like, man, is this kind of cool to get a little bit of a couple day little, refresher, resetter, man. So yeah, man. Oh, yeah. See my mic?
Oh, yeah.
Mic's not on. Hold on. There it is. Now I got us. So hard reset. Fresh. Now we're good. So with that being the case, what's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's the word?
So now that the mic is back on, now that we got
Was
the
my
vocals,
mic on? I think my mic was on.
Y'all got me now?
It had the red dot next to my mic.
Yeah.
So
So you're
my mic
good.
was good.
Yeah, you're good. Now they can hear me. You had your mic on. Deke had sabotaged my mic, ladies and gentlemen. It was a sabotage. The fix was in. He was trying to not allow my voice to be heard today, but Deke came through in the clutch. So what
Canada, Tomlin, and Colbert laid out the blueprint. I was just following them. They laid out the blueprint on how to do it.
Hey, yo, why you gotta be like that? It be like that, bro. It be like that. But I am so happy, It's a great day, though, man. Great day. It was productive today. Some family time. We got the long weekend coming up with it being Memorial Day or Memorial Weekend, so it's going to be fun with that. And what I was also saying was anybody that knows how me and Deke get it in, man, in terms of the off season, that draft time is probably the busiest we probably will get during the off season, man, realistically.
It was for me this year,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, yeah, even probably you. I know
dude.
you did some of the Steelers stuff,
I
and
was
then
all
you
over
even
the
hopped on
place.
the Bleach
Yeah.
Report
I
with
was all
me,
up.
and we were
then
doing
was
our own
going
show.
on stuff. Yeah. So it just seemed like a lot. So it's like, man, it actually is cool to get a couple days here to just kind of take a little reset, man. So I'm excited about that, though. But as a whole, bro, it's been a vibe. And shout out to that gelato, baby. I'm on that gelato 33 one time for the culture, okay? It's a great vibe. Because, see, Deke, that was the other part, man. Because I've been running around, I ain't get a chance to really just kick my feet up. You know how, you need a session. I need to kick my feet up for a little bit. So I probably had about 40 minutes, man. 40-minute window, baby. And we all good now, so I'm ready to roll, baby. It's a great day.
The takes better be on point, then.
Hey, I got us today, man. Come on, man. I wouldn't be caught slipping, man. We was bumping our Tina Turner today, Shout out to
Didn't recognize the song, I'll be honest.
No, all good. So
those are some underground songs.
No, so this is the thing, not underground. I guarantee as soon as I say it in the chat, they're gonna be like, oh yes, absolutely, everybody's hip to this. So I left off the easy one, What's Love Got to Do With It. Initially when you walked in, Private Dancer was playing. The reason why I was playing that, my mom loved it, man, but it was funny because when she had graduated, I was driving her home from her little ceremony. The song comes on in the car and she started cutting up. I had never seen my mom dance like that. I don't ever want to see my mom dance like that again. You feel what I'm saying? But it sent her back to her time. I'm like, whoa, I love you, mom, but nah, okay? If you gonna do it, you need to go to the back seat, okay? Out of respect, all right? So that was that. But when you finally got a chance to get in here and I was like, bro, I'm vibed out right now. I was playing I Can't Stand the Rain. Yeah, so a lot of people heard the newer version. The Missy Elliott had the little new version. I can't stand but it came from the OG, Miss Tina Turner. So when that hit, when that you know what I'm saying? It's just a vibe, bro. So yeah, man, that's why I had that, just setting me right, man.
Hey, you're man of your word. You said you were gonna bump some Tina Turner today,
yeah, man.
And
so you got a little culture in you.
She was playing through the speakers. Yeah, I don't really know much about her, to be honest. I know she's got some popular songs. That's about it.
That's all you need to know, man. The fact that you knew that was more than enough, man. So salute you, baby. Because sometimes, when we like, yo, you heard it? You like, you seen this movie? Deep? Like,
you said, "What's Love Got to Do with It?" I know that song. Is there any others I might know?
Well, like I said, that probably would be one. But I don't know if you would have heard the original, and that's the problem. I was like, no. Yeah, everybody definitely could play any samples off of that, but it's from that right there. Proud Mary's another one. If you probably heard it, you would know it.
Okay.
Yeah. And what was another one? Actually, I was just playing this joint. Oh my gosh. There's a couple of them though, man. But nah, salute the lady though, man. Salute Miss Tina Turner, man. So yeah. But other than that though, how you doing, man? I see you drippy as always. What's the word?
It's just chill, bro. I ain't doing anything special out here.
Proud Mary, that was the one. I was like, yo, I was just bumping that one too. Thank you, Stan Clear. Yeah, that was the other one. Yeah. You'd have to hear him. You hear me? But, oh, I might have heard that before.
Okay.
So, yeah. Or you see, it's definitely in a ton. Her songs in like a ton of movies too.
Yeah, I didn't listen to Def Leppard on the way home either, or Tina Turner. So I failed there. Apologies.
So good. Maybe if I remember when we tap back in next week, I'll bump a Def Leppard or something. We'll check. There was a Hysteria, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll check the Hysteria. Album. So yeah.
Yeah, you can't be playing Pour Some Sugar on Me. Because we know that. We know
we already got that one. We need to
play another one.
Yeah, let's have it to the catalog, man.
Because that was the song that we thought was their only hit.
Yeah.
And but everyone in the chat was saying, no. Yeah. No, billions of albums, billions of songs, all this.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
No, without a doubt, man.
But no, I'm good. Excited for the weekend. Excited to spend some time. Yeah, spend some time with family, golf. That's really it.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to take Little Man.
Fire. I don't know. That type of stuff.
I like that. You going to hit the camp or not?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Probably.
I like it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be up there full time, but yeah.
But you might tap it. I could dig it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Lil Man to the range. Cause I don't know if I wanted to go and do the whole 9 just yet. Kind of just want to get him back swinging again. So I'm thinking about just doing that maybe one of these days this weekend, man. I think it'd be a good vibe and work on my game too, man. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying 100%.
Because next time we run it up, man, I got to make sure I'm better than I was last time.
Yeah, I get you.
You know,
it was a good little match.
It was
me versus you and Dom.
It was, man. So
came down to the wire.
I'm improving every once in a while. I improve. I ran into my my golf buddy who helped me when I told you last time when we went to Shay's golf event. We won it all. So I had ran into him at Shay's event again, and he was letting me know what we actually did win. So it was a $200 gift card to like their pro shop at the thing. That's what it was. So now I can tell you what we actually won. But yeah, we did win and it was great. And I just want to let you know, next time I'm out there, I don't take L's anymore, Deke. Now that I've won one on the golf course, I don't take L's anymore. So just in case you did not know, I'm just going to reiterate the fact that next time you see me out there on that golf course, Deke, just know what time I'm on, okay?
That's a bold promise to make.
Just know what time I'm on,
Deke. Just next time. It sounds
Deke,
like you're saying every time.
Deke, all I'm saying is, next time I'm out there, I don't take L's, Deke.
Because if we play that match again, I mean.
All I'm saying is, Deke, hey.
You know I'm confident in my game.
Deke, I'm coming off of a dub right now. I'm feeling electric, okay? That's all I'm saying, man. So next time you want to get after it, just let me know, all right? You let me know, Deke. I'm hot right now. I'm trying to run up my win streak, okay? I'm looking for a victim, okay?
We'll see about it.
All right.
I, like the Steelers, have some humble confidence right now.
Mm-hmm. I don't have no humble confidence today. I'm more on one. It's the gelato's fault. It brings that out of me sometimes, Deke. Sometimes.
We hitting these shout-outs then?
Let's do it, man. If you feeling good, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Bro, you got the taco meat out too?
I don't know.
Salute the Yo, D got the taco meat out today. Ratings is up today. I like
maybe
this.
a little bit.
I like this, man. So
yeah, I got a little bit.
With that being the case, let's go ahead and get this thing started like how we always do. Let us know where you are tuning in from in the comment section. We give you those big boy shout outs to start today's show. And hit that like button one time for the culture. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so just yet.
Jar Devil tuning in from the 301, San Pedro, California.
Shout out to Jar Devil, man. Always tapped in.
Harper U, 864, Clemson, South Carolina. Didn't know Clemson was a city.
Low key, I was with you. I guess they're just saying they're at Clemson University, I guess.
Maybe. Tito Whitaker. Oh, he shortened his name. Maybe he just wants to be called Tito Witt.
Oh.
817, Fort Worth, Texas.
Fancy that.
The Barbarian, 757, Chesapeake, Virginia.
The crib. And shout out to you, Barbarian, man. I'll always be seeing you in like, obviously he's always on the lives with us, right? But it's certain vids that we will just post that aren't even live or that, you know, lock away, something like that. Man, you always commenting, man. I appreciate that, man. It's always fun to have your insight too, man. So salute you.
He's part of the fam too.
Yeah, it definitely is, bro. Definitely.
KP 8th, the 937, Yellow Springs, Ohio.
I like it.
Rod Dulles, the 330, Youngstown, Ohio. Share line, baby.
Got to talk about share line one time.
Mike Hood coming from the 614 on the mower, mowing the back 40.
Okay. Get your grass cut on in, baby. Get your grass cut on.
Barboski Auto, 805 Thousand Oaks, California.
Shout out to Thousand Oaks.
Kevin Carnegie from the 760, Oceanside, California.
Oceanside.
Hadwa, 352 Wildwood, Florida.
Shout out to Wildwood, man. Let me tap in real quick. Can I tap in for a second, man?
Go for it.
So we got Nick Y tuning in from the 918 Tulsa, Oklahoma. Big time shout out to Tulsa. You got to have Frank K in the building because, he's always in the 520 Tucson, Arizona, as usual. Lifted Ones. Man, I love your name a little extra right now. But South Sacramento in the crib. Shout out to the 7. And he says, hashtag haterade, hashtag still love you. Okay, but shout out to 7. Shout out to 7. I like that. Then after that, we got Lil Louie. Shout out to Lil Louie. Where Big Louie at? All right. But anywho, Lil Louie tuning in from San Jose, California, to 408 South Bay. Black and Yellow Texas. Just here to turn up and let everybody know that we live, baby. Yes, we are. Steel City Stoner. Well, that makes 2 of us, I guess. The 704, Charlotte, via the 757, the crib. And then after that, I'm going to end it with Treat Us Over, tuning in from VA, Virginia Beach, 757. Howdy, boys. Well, howdy back to you, my partner there, man. Love it. Man. Always a good day, man.
You want me to hit some of these supers coming in?
Man, let's do it, man.
Come on, yeah. On our way to TD Garden right now. Hoping to see a Celtics dub.
Uh-oh.
I'm wearing my Steelers shirt under my Jaylen Brown jersey. Okay. We win tonight, Celtics in 7.
No, I like that. Yeah, this the one right here, man. If Boston can get 2 in a row, it gets really, really interesting. So we shall see, man. Shout out to Tatum, though, man. This was very similar to what happened last series. Granted, they weren't down 3-0 when he kind of found his life again, but it was kind of similar, man. Seeing him come in that fourth quarter, well, I think he ended with 15 in the quarter the other night, man, and really was the big reason why they won that thing. So if he starts to get it going, man, that could be interesting because they said he hadn't scored in the fourth quarter at all that series, bro. But that's your star, it's Kobe, not Kobe. It's Devin Booker. It's the East Coast Devin Booker.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Yeah, no, not at all. But that's dope, though, man. I know that's going to be electric in TD Gardens, bro. Weird enough, right? I'm not a Boston fan in any way, shape, or form, right? Any way, shape, or form. But I don't know why I like the Celtics, bro.
The Celtics?
Yeah, I've always liked them. I don't know. Maybe it's because
Larry Legend.
Well, yeah, and I like the movie Celtic Pride.
I've never seen that.
It's just pretty funny, man. But it was like two.
You don't seem mad that I haven't seen that.
Because it's like you got to really be off. Like I watched Celtic
Pride.
Never
even heard of it in my life.
You've heard of Eddie with Whoopi Goldberg? She's a diehard fan like you. She gets the opportunity to be the head coach of the Knicks.
Okay.
So imagine you being a diehard fan like you are. A contest goes on. You end up being the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers for the season, and y'all go from the Steelers actually being trash at the time, and you make them nice. But it's crazy, weird, crazy, all that type of stuff. That's Eddie. That's
called Celtic Pride.
So Celtic Pride is different. Celtic Pride is.
I was going to say, why does that have to do with the Knicks?
So Eddie has that one. Celtic Pride has, I think it's Dan Aykroyd and someone. It might be Bill. I don't think it's Bill Murray, but they're diehard Celtics fans, and they low-key might be playing the Knicks too. But whoever they're playing, they has their star player. They kidnap the dude to make sure he can't show up to the game. Damn. Yeah, it's a whole little crazy movie about it, man. Yeah. But it was a vibe, though. It was a funny. It's not like a oh my god, it's bad, but it's definitely funny because it's yo, I guess this could probably happen. But yeah, it was a vibe, though, bro. If I remember correctly. But yeah, those are my movies. I like them type of movies, man. Okay. So I think ever since then, I've always liked their little logo, the little colorway. And then Larry Bird was the first professional hooper of a star that I ever saw. So yeah.
Speaking of movies, I actually saw a few over the last couple of days.
Oh, what you didn't watch, man?
Air.
Shout out. You said you liked that too, right?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, I still got to tap in. Yeah, I heard you liked it though a lot.
I did see the new Batman as well.
How'd you like it?
It's better than Christian Bale's.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
It's dope, bro.
I did not think it was possible.
I tried to explain it to you. It's hard, bro.
I truly didn't think it was possible.
It's hard.
What's that dude's name?
That's
what's his actual name?
Jeez Louise.
Is it Edwin or something?
Yeah. Oh,
starts with an E.
Gosh.
Either way, yeah. He's the new Batman to me.
Yeah, he's dope though, bro. Yeah.
Edwin.
Oh my God! No, because Edwin's name in Twilight, bro. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, he's Batman. It's crazy to me. It was so good, man. I mean, the way
Robert Pattinson, that's his name. Robert Pattinson. Yeah.
Edwin. Who's
Edwin?
But
Edwin's his name in Twilight when he's the vampire.
Okay.
Yeah, you watch the Twilight movies too?
I don't.
Oh,
no.
All right. The only reason I know, my daughter used to watch them. All right, so I've watched all the Twilight movies.
Okay.
All right, you was either Team Edwin or Team Jacob. I was Team Edwin. Jacob's the werewolf. All right.
So, yeah, I just think how it was shot was incredible. Like there were some really neat shots.
Did you see the car scene?
Oh yeah, it was badass.
I tried it, bruh.
It was really badass.
I'm telling you, bro, it's fire, bruh. But it's a different like to me, that's the Batman that like I love. Cause it's not the like playboy, I'm out, I'm flashy. Like you see it's dark, it's edgy, it's just gutter, gritty. Like that's the one right there, bro.
Really
that's the
good,
one, bro. That's the one.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
And then it had, I mean, not only is it Batman, so it has the superhero element, and then you have the great characters with that. You have Batman, but then you have Catwoman thrown in there too. You also have the main mobster, but then you have the Penguin.
And how they changed how Penguin, like in the older one with Danny DeVito, he was really like a penguin. And this one, they made him more of like
kind of look like
boss.
it.
Yeah. But it was just the
they extended his nose
cool.
a little bit.
They did a little. Yeah.
But then, and then the Riddler. Like the main guy in the
fire.
whole thing. Yeah. I mean,
it wasn't the funny Jim Carrey Riddler.
But you have that. You have that whole superhero element to it.
Mm-hmm.
All those guys, all the classic characters. But it was like, it was almost filmed, or the story was told in this film noir way. It was badass. Like, it was really badass.
Hard, bruh.
It was really good. I didn't want it to end. It was like a 3-hour movie. I wanted to keep going. They they teased the Joker at the end. I was like,
yeah, because it's gonna be another one.
Keep this going.
It's gonna be another one. You see the new one coming. It's gonna be another one coming out, bro.
What they need is Heath Ledger's Joker in this version of Batman. That's what would make this icing on the top.
But think about that. That'd have been like if somebody saying you need to have Christian Bale as Batman. It's like, nah. Every once in a while, the new guy gets a chance.
We'll see. I don't know about this guy. I mean,
nobody.
Dude, even Joaquin Phoenix was badass.
But what I'm exactly right. But think about it. Nobody would have ever given Joaquin Phoenix an opportunity if all we ever say is it has to be Heath. It has to be Heath.
I'm just saying the Joker didn't have his best performance. I don't think. At the end of Batman, I think he could have done better. He didn't skip. There wasn't anything to it.
It wasn't.
I needed some more.
No, it wasn't supposed to be. Because honestly, you're not even supposed to realize that's him all the way, you know. And then you're like, so this is. And if you go back and like, because I'm the nerd of it, I'll be watching like all the like uncutted and deleted scene stuff. It actually had more of a storyline for him in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they just give you that little glimpse at the end. That's all they wanted. It was like they changed the direction of how they wanted to like roll him out. So that's why they cut it to just that at the end. But he low-key had like some crazy lines in it, which you're talking about would have been way harder. But I don't know why, but
it was like, good?
Yeah. I thought they could have left it in there. Yeah. Okay. But they was just like, they took that part out and they just left just that piece at the end. But that's why it's like, man, when the new one come on, I'm like, bruh.
When's it dropping?
Crazy. Won't know yet.
It's really good.
Yeah. Cause see, I used to love the OG, Michael Keaton. Like that was what I loved. And it got weird with George Clooney and stuff like that. I ain't hating on it. It just got weird. But then when you bring it in, Val Kilmer he was a little weird too. It's like, God dang, man. All right. I only like Val Kilmer as, Doc Holliday in Tombstone. My bad. But Robert Pattinson, man. Christian Bale was fire. But this I like this one a lot, man. I like this one a lot, bro. So I'm glad you liked it, bro.
It might be
one
of my top favorite movies of all time, honestly. It might be in the top 5.
Deke, I felt guilty.
Holy hell.
I felt guilty with how much I loved the new Batman movie. I felt so
guilty.
I've
done it all. It's amazing.
Well, I feel guilty because I was a Christian Bale dude. Like, I really loved, like, the Dark Knight, bruh, like, that was hard. But this Robert Pattinson, I'm just like, hey, man, call the wife. I ain't coming home. It was one of them. Yeah, Christian. Hey, I'm holler at you. Edwin's my new Batman. Edward's my new Batman. All right. Yeah, little Louis. George Clooney he had nipples on his Batman suit, bro. It made it look real weird, bro.
That's the one with the freeze?
Yeah, it made it too weird. It's like, no, you don't have to include that. Okay? Just chest plate it. It's too much when you get that much detail on your suit. Yeah. He had way too much detail on his suit. Way too much, bro. I forgot that part. I'm glad you brought that up. Oh, man.
Yeah, big fan, though.
Yeah.
President Nitty says the way Nas threw that medicine ball versus Jalen. Damn, I didn't see it.
Yeah, they be chucking them joints at each other. But it's a part of it, man. They're not in pass right now, but you still want to simulate the speed of a defender coming in. And unfortunately, us defenders don't attack the ball carrier with slow pace and real gentle and nice and cautious. Not a lot of times we coming in there like we trying to kill him. And that's ultimately what Najee and all the other guys try to simulate when they throw that medicine ball. But every once in a while, you got to have a little bit more fun with it, too. So shout out to Najee, man. Definitely digging him, man.
Next, we have Jason Canister joining the upper room.
Shout out to Jason Canister, and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Berg City, 6-time champs. Blessings, bro. Moats on that Titleist pack.
Okay. Now that Titleist pack, that's that golf action, baby. That's that golf action.
It's a golf brand.
Now for me personally, if I remember correctly, what do I have? TaylorMade. That's what I was like. I'm TaylorMade. Yeah, TaylorMade. But it was the RB. What's that? RBG or RB? The rolling blade, the blade joints. What do they call them? Blades.
Yeah. Rocket balls.
That's what it is. Yeah, or rocket blades or something like that. Rocket blades.
RBZs.
Yeah, that's what it is. I be wanting to call it Dragon Balls every time I see them joints. Yeah, when I start hitting them like consistently fire, I'm definitely calling my Dragon Balls. Yeah.
Sean McCartney, rest in peace, Tina Turner.
Legend, bro.
What's glove gonna get to you? And people who drink Iron Cities watching Steelers football every Sunday night.
Let's go.
I feel like
let's go.
Those should have been sang. He's got them in like quotes and probably in some Tina Turner way.
Yeah.
That I just
instead of like what's love got to do?
I don't know what version or how he wants people who drink Iron Cities watching Steelers football every Sunday night. I don't know.
People who drink Iron Cities watching Steelers football every Sunday night. That's a little wordy, but I can dig it. I peep what you putting up. Mm-hmm.
Let's go, UW. Hey, Moats, did you get my email about the event at Ackershore on June 10th?
Yeah, I probably have. I just have not had a chance to check my emails just yet. That's actually on my list to do tonight/tomorrow. It's been a very, very, very busy last couple of days in the Moats household. All good, though. All good. But, yeah, so I have not had a chance to actually see it and acknowledge it, respond to it just yet, but thanks for the heads up. And like I said, I will be checking it out, man. All right. So definitely appreciate you.
DJ Malesio, Val killed it in Tombstone. Moats. You bugging.
Oh, he misheard me. That is the only role that I respect or that I love from Val Kilmer. Like I've seen him as Batman. I wasn't a fan of that. I actually liked him. It was a movie. I forgot the name of it. It was about, he was like a hunter, like in the safari hunting lions, bro. I actually went to the theater to see it because I loved him so much in Tombstone, bro. He has all the lines, bro. I'm your Huckleberry. Oh my gosh. Hey, and to this day, when I lay in the bed at night, if I'm feeling sick, I make sure I don't see my toes. Because when he was about to die at the end of the movie, he got sick. He could see his feet, and he was like, I could see my toes. And that was it for him. So, yeah, I never want to see my toes. And he always wanted to be a good friend. And I'm always like, you know what? I like that, bro. Because he was a little janky. Live a wild life. I just like it, bro. Confident as heck, but humble. Good dude. Took out Johnny Ringo, too. Fastest gunslinger this side of Texas. Woof. Tell you now. You don't want no point. I don't want no smoke with old Doc Holliday. He's a lunger, though. So you got to be careful. He be coughing up blood and stuff, man.
Let's go, UW. In terms of, this is a good question here. In terms of individual stats, what are the goals for Najee and Pat to get that first big boy contract?
Ooh. I like how we talking today, man. Low-key, I like this convo, too, because I don't know if you've seen when Deontay and George Pickens had talked, and they were saying some of their goals. I think Deontay said, both of them said 1,000 yards, 100-plus catches, all-pro, Pro Bowl, and I think Pickens even said Super Bowl, if I remember correctly. So, in terms of, when we're talking Najee and Pat, for Najee, get him over 1,000 again. He has to get over 1,000. That's always the big ticker. Over 1,000, keep them fumbles at as close to zero as possible. And if he could touch paint, if he could score, if you get 7 touchdowns, that's major. If you could tap into them double digits, we just know touchdowns are fluky at times. So if he can get close to 10 of them things, I think that pays him. But 1,000 yards rushing, 0 fumbles or as close to 0 fumbles as possible. if you throw in probably about 200-300 receiving yards, that'll definitely get him a check. That'll get him a check for Pat.
How big of a contract he's talking?
He said
now?
the big boy contract. That's what I'm thinking.
Like 10+ mil.
Yeah,
we can't do that.
We can't. But he's simply saying, what would it take for him to get that? And that's what we're just trying to lay out. Not saying that we would want to. Not saying that anybody would hope.
I borderline don't know what Najee can do to make it make sense at least.
It doesn't have to make sense here. He's just saying market-wise. If Najee were to be a free agent right now and all 32 teams could talk to him, Najee would not be getting $10 million per year right now, right? His market would be 7, right? Running back, maybe even 5. But he's saying to get a big boy contract, what would it take?
Yeah, I think he'd need a little bit more than that rushing.
So at 1,200?
Yeah, 12, 13. Yeah, okay. Maybe 16, 1,700
okay.
total yards, I would say.
Yeah, because that's I don't think he's going to get a ton of the receiving. So that's why I'm like, if you getting 250, maybe flirt with 300, that with like 1,100, that's going to put you in that 1,400 total offense range. And now you guys see what them touchdowns look like.
Yeah.
Because running back, like, people don't want to pay running backs. And typically, not the bigger bruiser type. They like the Christian McCaffreys, the Kamar, like the speed, you know. Yeah.
I think for me to be comfortable, I don't even know if I'd ever be comfortable with a double-digit per year contract.
Okay.
With him specifically.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's Derrick Henry, right? I think he's good. I just don't think he's that guy.
If he has 1,200 rushing yards and 300 receiving, then he start talking about him in a different vein. We haven't seen that.
But
that's
you
more
get what I'm
Nick
saying
Chubb.
with the running back though too. Then you're talking allocation of money and $10 million to a running back with a bunch of those other offensive weapons starting to come up on their contracts and some of the staples on defense we got to continue to pay. That's tough for me. Yeah. That's tough.
Well, you're still looking at it solely from a Steelers perspective. We're just simply saying market value.
I get it. No, I get it. I'm trying to go through the process of like, what would it take for me to be like, oh yeah, let's just give him double digits.
Yeah, because I'm like,
because even Saquon Barkley, they're having troubles with his contract. Now he's been more hurt than Najee. That's the one thing I think we can give Najee credit for. He's out there. He's available.
Explosive yeah. Because if Saquon was healthy, but that's the whole issue with running backs. You have to factor in
who are you? Who do you want? I guess this is the larger question. Who do you want to pay double digits out there? Jonathan Taylor would be in the mix. But I don't even know if I'm feeling good about that.
Christian McCaffrey gets double digits.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Well, he's with the 49ers. They're using him right. So if I was any other team, I don't know. There's probably only like 3 or 4 teams where that would make sense.
Carolina was one.
I don't think that makes sense for them.
Right. But then they obviously moved him.
Right.
So now he's in San Fran. I think of him. Nick Chubb is the other guy I flirt with potentially. But if I'm Cleveland, I can't do that while I got Deshaun and I got Amari.
I feel like that's a Browns thing. It just fits for both sides.
Yeah.
You got to stay in Cleveland. I don't know if anyone else is giving you that much. Someone would. Someone would with Nick Chubb, though. I think someone would. Now, is it smart or not? You'd have to see that play out.
He hasn't fallen off the cliff just yet.
No, he hasn't. I'd view that one as like Shady McCoy going from Philly to like Buffalo, like middle of his career.
Yeah. Because it's not like when Gurley left.
But think of those names. We just said like what 3 or 4 names.
That's it. Yeah.
And I don't think Najee's on necessarily that level just yet.
Shoot, you're right, bro. And as weird as it sounds, because obviously Najee has had 2 seasons under his belt, whereas the other guys only had 1. I low-key feel like Etienne has a better chance of getting the bigger deal before Najee does, just because of the style of player he is. With like that home run and really being able to be a receiver out the backfield type concept, whereas with Najee is definitely more of the I'm a power, I'm going to beat you, I'm going to knock you out, but these old body blows. Whereas, that's more in line with like we talked about with a McCaffrey. It's more in line like we talked about with a Jonathan Taylor. And I'm with you, like Jonathan Taylor is nice. But even paying
I don't think I'd want to pay him $10 million. It's not. This isn't specifically about Najee. It's more about just the running back market.
Because I feel like I could get 1 or I can get 2 for half that price and get that production.
You saw those stats on Super Bowl winning running backs.
Absolutely, man.
Those teams were paying them peanuts. Yeah, all those dudes. Look, last year, Isaiah Pacheco. The Chiefs got him in the 7th round. Mm-hmm. The Chiefs the other year they won with Darrell Williams. But
even think about the Eagles when they won it. They had a stable. You think about even this past year. multiple dudes. Like,
oh, right.
Yeah, like they're not. It's rare. It's real rare where you're seeing just one big time money back carrying that load like that because it's hard, man. Them dudes getting hit. Is Derrick Henry the only one that really made it work like that?
I wouldn't say you want to do that now, but at the time, yeah, because he was just dominant.
Yeah.
He was just really dominant. Titans had no other option.
No, he didn't. But he like could sustain it. But he was also a freak in terms of his size. Najee is more in line with that type than he is with any of these like smaller scat make you miss type dudes. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think he's as good as Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got the man. This sucks. It sounds like I'm shitting on Najee here.
You're not. But it's just it's context.
I've never seen Najee take one. What did Derrick Henry do? I think wasn't multiple Thursday night games.
99.
Yeah,
he did it with them Jaguars. We outran AJ Bouye, Jalen Ramsey, Telvin Smith.
Yeah, they're both big dudes,
bro.
but Henry's got that next level. He truly does.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other guy? Who'd he say? Pat.
Yeah, for move. But if you get 1,000 yards, 1,200, any of that at the tight end position is going to get you paid.
So he's going to be in actually, both of them will be in conversations for the contract extension next offseason.
Yep.
Ooh.
Pat's going to be closely in line because you already saw Dawson Knox get a deal. And it's already, you can make a case the numbers. So if Pat gets anything close to that 1,000 or 11, 1,200, he's getting, I think it's, let's put him up. Let me do this off the top of my head. Are you doing it? All right.
I got you.
You the man.
What number? Okay, let's just say Najee does what we just said.
Mm-hmm.
Gets over 1,000, gets like 300 receiving yards, maybe even 400. Gets close to maybe 1,500 total yards.
You ready for this? What you about to say?
Contract extension time next offseason. What number? What number are you feeling good about?
It begins with the F and it ends with the G. You hear the franchise tag? I'm tagging him because the running back market is not crazy. So I know that number is probably going to be better for me than me giving him a long-term extension.
Oh, what? Dude, they paid this guy. What is
going
on here?
So I'm like, if he got paid like that, Muth is in that market,
4 years
bro.
for $52 million.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So Muth is in that market
over $12
at least.
million. That's $13 million.
Muth is in that market at least. But Grant, you know he a Pro Bowl. You got to chill out, bro. Now everybody made the Pro Bowl. He made Pro Bowl, man.
Come on.
Did
he make it last year? Wait, are you being serious?
Pull it up, bro.
Why didn't I go off about Muth not making it then?
Because I thought that was.
I definitely must have.
You did. I feel like you did. Hold on, let's pull it up. I feel like you did.
Highsmith snub just overrode everything, though. It was so ridiculous. Wait, did he really make it over Muth?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because it was three of them. Dawson Knox, Deion Dawkins, and Roger Stafford.
There was like a trio of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought James Daniels should have got in over Stafford.
Over Stafford.
Oh my.
Yeah. But that's what I was like. What Dawson got, that's what Moof is in that ballpark, bro. Absolutely.
Agreed. Yeah, if that's the market.
Right.
Because I said Moof's better than him.
And that was the whole argument. And then when he got into the Pro Bowl, that's when we both laughed about it. Yeah. Because we had even talked about them two even before the season. Remember we was talking about like who would be the better one or who would have the better numbers and stuff. Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. If Muth even just does what he did last year,
that's what you're going. That's his market, man.
He just gets like 700-800 yards, and, handful of touchdowns.
Yeah,
I'll get double digits.
Yeah.
How we affording all these guys?
Exactly. Well, as long as Kenny is still on the rookie deal, we got time. That's how we afford him. And then when it's time to pay Kenny, then all right.
Omar make it work.
Yeah. How do I say goodbye to you and you?
Oh, you know what? I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
We were having a conversation at the bar over like, okay, what is the future of this team? If you had to allocate your resources, allocate your cap space. I feel like the staples on offense is Pickett, Pickens, Jones if he works out, and Muth. Like those are the core guys you should bring back. I think everyone else interchangeable. Maybe one of the other offensive linemen, but everyone else interchangeable through either draft or free agency as the years go on. I'm talking like 10, 15 years. Now you might have a guy on the roster for like 2, 3, 4 of those years after you draft him, but then just think of the Ben era, how many like receiver groups and how many position groups we went through around him. But those are the guys you keep together for those like 15 years. on offense at least. Defense, obviously TJ and Minka.
Those are a lot of offensive talented players. Well, granted, this is the thing. Everybody's not going to peak at the same time. Everybody's not going to consistently produce at the same time. So I'm sitting here like, man, we're going to have to pay Pickens, move Kenny, Broderick, all these dudes. Like, but
those are the staples.
Right. But it's not going to all be at the same time, per se. Like, because of how these dudes, like, how it's going to shift out for them and stuff. And obviously for Broderick, you still got 5 years with him because you control that 5th year option. Obviously, you don't want to go that far with Kenny because the quarterback, if he shows that he's worth it, you take care of that on the front end before it gets outrageous. So, yeah. Pickens the outlier, though. Pickens the one that could change the whole dynamic. Because if you're paying Pickens, like how we talked about like in the Deontay vein, that's one thing. You paying Pickens like a Tyreek or like a Justin Jefferson about to get paid or like a Jamar Chase going to get paid, that blows all that up. Because
that is true because the Chiefs did move on from Tyreek Hill, and you see how they fared.
Yes, because that changes a lot, man. So I think he's the wild card. I think you stick with Pat because Pat's typical wide receiver is going to be
like
cheaper.
the Heath for us.
Right, absolutely.
Forward. That steady guy.
Mm-hmm. But that's the one with Pickens. If he is what we think he is, that's going to cost a lot.
Right. That could be an interesting offseason conversation for sure.
And the wide receiver market doesn't appear to be going down. That's the other part. Even though we feel like it's a ton of talented receivers out there, their number keeps going higher and higher. Whereas when we talk running back, it's like you could replace a running back with anybody. Their number keeps going lower and lower. But then receivers, it's like, man, receivers are getting old quarterback money now.
Yeah, you're going to see Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase.
Oh, my gosh.
It's got to flip. It's got to turn a little bit after that. It has to.
But how are we saying that if George Pickens evolves into something like that?
I'm just saying from the impact we've seen from those guys, like Dolphins, you need a quarterback first.
Tyreek had Tua looking like a good quarterback for a little time this year. Statistically, if you watch, you'd be like, all right, bro, y'all making him look great in terms of his numbers. But you see what that can do to a quarterback like Tua.
Devontae Adams and DeAndre Hopkins are two other ones.
D-Hop's yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, you see what happens when you have a Mahomes or like an Allen or a Burt. Like, those guys can make the offense.
Right. But if you don't have those guys, then you got to go the opposite way. And think about before Tua got hurt, Miami was still very much in contention with a lot.
I think you can only go so far.
Fair.
That's you got to get the quarterback.
Well, this is a quarterback league. You either have it or you have everything but the quarterback. But as we've seen on numerous occasions, you can win with either way. You just got to make sure that it's buttoned up either way. If it's all on the quarterback has to be perfect. Got to be his guy. Got to be the guy. If you think it's the guy and it's not the guy, then you're fooling yourself. But if you got all the pieces around, but without the quarterback, we going to play perfect. Quarterback don't kill us. Don't turn it over. Be the best game manager you could be.
You also got to have that savviness, though, too. You also got to have a little bit of that clutch.
That's the best game manager stuff, man. Like, don't blow the game. Be good. Do what you're supposed to do. We ain't ask you to be elite. We ask you to be good.
You got to have that winner in you.
That's a good quarterbacks got that. Elite quarterbacks, they make everybody have that. But good quarterbacks, they have that. That's their prerequisite. That's their varsity. You got to at least be here with it. When the lights come on, you can't freeze up.
I agree.
Yeah.
Let's go, UW. Hey, Moats, did you get... No, I just read that one. That was the email. Oh, wow, I'm a little behind here. Okay, this is Alexander Sneed. I see a lot of Isaiah Simmons to the Steelers. What do you think, and what would we need to get him?
Man, I like Isaiah Simmons a lot. I was a fan of him when he was coming out in the draft process. Love big, athletic, rangy linebackers, and he is that. I'm all for it. I don't know what it would take because I'm not exactly sure what the Cardinals are willing to ask for him. It's a former first-round pick, but they didn't pick up his 5th-year option, so we know there's at least something that they're disappointed in, right? Or something they felt like he didn't do enough to warrant that contract. So I'm like, it's worth the phone call at least. And trust me, the way Omar Khan been moving, I don't doubt that he's eyeing it as well, man, because Omar Khan has been on it. He's been super aggressive in, free agency and in terms of making trades and stuff like that. We know Quan Alexander is a guy that we've talked to. We've had him in on a visit. We're all assuming that that's a money talk as well. So I think it's Isaiah Simmons, you throw him in that mix as well. If they can make that thing work from we trade a pick or something over here, then yeah, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. Because with them not having a 5th year option, it becomes a 1-year rental for us. So I don't want to give up a ton of draft stuff. What would you give up for it?
I tried day 3. I'd try maybe like a 4th or 5th.
Seriously.
See if they want to bite on that.
Yeah.
His cap hit's 6.5. Now I don't know how much Arizona would be taking on if they traded him. But if we got him and we had to take on that full 6.5, I do wonder. Now, can this happen after the 5th year option? Yeah, can you do that after the 5th year option's been declined?
Yeah, so we could essentially, because that's what Roquan Smith happened. Or not? No. Was it Roquan?
Maybe bumped out in that cap hit a little bit.
Yeah, essentially that's what you do. Like it's not a sign and trade, but it's essentially a sign and trade. Like, I'm going to trade you to a team that you agreed to. They're going to pay you the deal after that. Yeah. Literally, Roquan Smith. He just went through it.
Now, would he do that? I feel like someone's going to pay him like $5 million at least in free agency.
More than likely, yeah.
Because my thinking is, if we give him an extension, you try to get it around like 5 or 6 a year. Because if he balls out, then you got him at a bargain for the next 2 or 3.
You either get him at a bargain, or because he's not homegrown, you have a disgruntled person that's willing to fight you tooth and nail until you pay them what they deserve. That's the other dynamic. I feel like the bargain is homegrown. It works a lot smoother versus when you outside coming in and you're like, all right, bro, I did my part. Now you're supposed to do your part. Like, fix this deal, fix this money. That's the only thing. We don't know him personally, so I don't know what that template would be like. But that's one of the ones to ask a player that, all right, you didn't outplay this contract, be cool with it now. I just don't know how that goes with him not being homegrown, not coming through this process and really buying into it. Like right now, we be getting him as a mercenary. Come in here on a 1-year, prove what you can do. Do you want to get paid or not?
Either way, that works for me.
Yeah,
that works for me. Like,
I don't mind the 6 though. I honestly I don't want it, but I don't mind it. Because I still feel like it's intriguing enough. And I think in our system, it can do what we're going to ask it to do. My question is, on a down and a down out basis, if we want you to be in that thing and really thump and really being a guy, can you do that? Because that's what we're going to be asking you. Like, yeah, you're going to do the pretty stuff. You're going to cover and stuff. But
he had a lot of tackles last year.
He did. But tackles are deceiving. If them tackles, you got 5 tackles, but you 5-6 yards downfield because you ain't put that Rydell on something, hat and hands in it, it's still a tackle, but it's like, man, all tackles aren't created equally. I haven't watched him to that extent just yet to have a hard stance one way or the other, but I don't feel like it's been the most downhill, the most like I'm with all of that from what I have seen from it.
But it is physical enough, let's look at the tackles for loss. Maybe that could tell a better story. It's only 5.
Right. He's like I said, he's not
4 QB hits.
He's not really downhill. He's more lateral, and that's what's like with them tackles. That's the part what I was kind of alluding to with in our defense. You're gonna have to do more of this. You got to come downhill a little bit more. I don't know if he really want to do that, but that would be the give and take with it
for being the full-time starter.
Otherwise, you just be the number 3 guy. Number 3 guy's cool.
But or 2/3 rotation between you and Roberts.
Right.
Probably.
We're just not going to pay you like you want to get paid if that's what your role is. But if you can prove that you could be the every down guy like you got drafted to be, well, now it's a different conversation. But that's the part he got to, like, from what I remember seeing of him in AZ, it's not always here just yet.
Yeah, he'd be the highest end version of the athletic inside linebacker you're looking for. Really.
Absolutely. Health-wise, talent-wise, age-wise, across the board. Like, you don't need to worry about a Quan. You don't need to worry about a Deion Jones. You don't need to worry about a Reuben Foster. None of that. Yeah.
I'm just wondering how much these trade rumors are just being made up by people like us.
Well,
so I'm really trying to find if the Cardinals have him on the block. I'm not seeing anything. I'm just hearing ideas.
If a team denies a first-round draft pick, the 5th-year option, that is the first admission.
There you go. You got to sign at least.
That's the first admission to something is not right. There is trouble in paradise. Because if I drafted you in the first round,
let's trade for Chase Young too.
Chase is intriguing because Chase is a pass rusher, but Chase also been hurt.
It's too late now. We got too many edge rushers.
Chase been hurt though, man. So that's the part with Chase. But if Chase go out here and do what he's supposed to do, that's gonna be another one that's gonna get paid. But I feel, he got to be healthy. He got to get back healthy. Yeah. But that's the league, though. But we tell you, that's the league, bro.
I don't think this is happening, though. If I had to bet money, I don't think this is happening. I hope. I pray to God. Actually,
Man, listen.
I'll pray tonight.
And Omar, I trust. All right, me and Omar, whew, boy, this relationship we've had, I love it. All right, it's gotten crazy. So with that being the case, man, like I trust him, man. I trust in him. I think he gonna do what needs to be done. I know he ain't gonna leave us out here hanging like that. Nah, he been working too much. He been doing too much. He went and picked up Marcus Golden. Bro, I'm still hype about the Marcus Golden signing, Deke. The fact that he went and got my dog Marcus Golden out here, man, I'm hype as heck about it. Okay? So I'm like, if you did that and you left no stone unturned to pull that one off, why won't you go back to AZ? Why won't you go back to AZ? Won't he do it? You was just out there.
He was there for a year with Pat P, right?
Come on, bro.
He was rookie year.
Talk to me. We bringing all Pat P's little minions over here. All his
they stole so many Steelers out there. I think it's time we pay the favor.
It's only right. Okay? Omar, go ahead, call him up, man. You know what time it is, bro. You was literally just on the phone. You was just talking to people. You know what time it is, man. Because you had to do your due diligence on Marcus. All right, man. What's going on out there? How'd y'all feel about him, bro? Why y'all ain't paying? Oh, all right. Everything good, though? All right, cool. I'll talk to you in a week. Actually, I'm going to call you tomorrow. So we good, bro? We good?
Yep, hoping it happens. Sean McCartney, I was hoping you'd sing with Gambler Energy. LOL. I guess that was back to a super chat.
Yeah. You know, that Gambler Energy only come on when that screen get black and that description come on for y'all. All right? Because it's designed to make sure that y'all can understand the severity of gambling addictions. And if you need resources. So I'm just being a friend. All right? Do what I'm supposed to do. That's all. But I got y'all next time, though.
Yeah. Let's go UW. Najee is closer to Mark Ingram than Henry.
That's fair. Mark Ingram's still a good player. Pro bowler. Multi-time Pro Bowler, if I remember correctly. Dope with the Saints. Liked him with the Ravens. Good, consistent running back. Fair. I could dig that. I don't hate that.
I wouldn't say running styles, but maybe if
just
you're
like
saying the caliber player.
Yeah. Because the styles, I would say the styles are different. Najee, I think, is more of the battering ram, whereas Mark is more like a Benny Snell that we talked about, like smooth. But I like the comparison. I can see that.
I think Najee's ceiling's higher than Ingram.
I would agree with
after
that
seeing
as well.
how Ingram's career played out. Now, Ingram was a good running back, but I get what he's saying. If Najee, if you have him ranked in between Ingram and Henry, if you had to lean one way, we need the breakout season from Najee. If we get a breakout season, he would lean more Henry then. Yeah. We need. So year 3.
So what is the breakout?
Could it be year 3?
So what's the breakout?
What is it? It's close to like 2,000 all-purpose yards.
Oh, dang.
1,505.
Whoa. Jeez. That's the breakout?
Yeah, we'll say 1,800 plus all-purpose yards. We'll say that.
He saved L. Bell, that man. Dang, that boy said a 15 or Fizz-eye. Yay. All right.
Dude, what Derrick Henry did, I think that got him in the Hall of Fame potential.
He dropped 2 on him. Think about that, bro. He put a 2 up. When you do it, too.
And even the year, was it last year?
When he got hurt,
was that last year?
When he was leading the league in rushing, he was leading the league in rushing, and he hadn't played since like week 7 or something.
Yeah,
stupid.
he was probably gonna get close for 2,000 that year too.
Yeah,
he had to come back for the playoffs.
Yeah,
I remember
insane,
that.
Bro.
And Tannehill threw the Titans. Yeah, they threw them under the bus against the Bengals. Lost the game basically. Yeah, I remember that. Yimong Yash. Beautiful day in the 916. Thanks for another therapy session.
Hey, man, salute you, baby. You know we here to do what we do. So, all love, baby. All love.
Tito Witt. Yeah. Moats. Waiting for my Moats Theory of Life book. You forget about me.
You should have received it, but I will follow up. Yeah, no worries. I did follow up, but you should have received that already. So I did follow up. Yeah.
Check that tracking number.
No, seriously, man. Yeah, let's say, when I'm shipping stuff out, it'd be gone. Yeah. So I'm about to follow that one up then.
That's it for the supers up to this point, though.
All right. I like it, man. So far, so good. Y'all hit that like button one time while we get ready to tap into this first topic, which I don't actually remember what it is, Deke. So let's find out. NFL rule changes. Okay. I didn't know where we was going with this thing, man.
What else is there? All I saw was the kickoff one.
The kickoff one's a big one. And then we never talked about it officially, but they did also make the rule where now you can dress your three. It's like you get to dress three quarterbacks now. Right. Yeah. So those were those are the two big changes.
Now with that quarterback one, you're not a fan of it, right?
Let's talk the quarterback one first. Yeah. We'll split it up. We'll talk quarterback one first, then we'll get to the kickoff rule.
I'm fine with it. I probably get your perspective on it because I think I've heard you say this in the past. It takes like the chess match out of it a little bit.
Yeah, because there isn't a rule that says you can't.
Right. You pick and choose. It's like a sacrifice. If you want to have your security at quarterback for game day, okay, now you got to take potentially a special teamer off.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it though.
Yeah.
I don't think it hurts.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously it doesn't hurt. It actually helps a quarterback get a job. So, seriously.
But you don't like that.
No. So this is what I'm trying to explain to you. I like it for the quarterback getting a job part because I'm all for us athletes getting as much money and as many opportunities as possible. I just don't like what it stands for as a whole because now you're taking this quarterback position once again and singling it out and saying this is the outlier of the group where we need to have a even more special set of rules for them because they are just here. And it's just like there was nothing ever in the rulebook that says you couldn't dress three quarterbacks, but you want to have your cake and eat it too. And that's the part where I wasn't a fan because that has been a part of football strategy. It's not just about talent. If it was only about talent, then dudes like me probably don't make it. The strategy part is what makes it dope because it's like, well, okay, I might not be as fast as you, but I can outthink you. I might not be as strong as you, but I can do this and this and this that you can't. These type of things, though, it kind of just like, it's not to the full extent, but it's in that vein in my perspective. That's why I'm not a fan of it. But in terms of another dude getting a job, bro, I know a ton of quarterbacks that aren't $100 million quarterbacks, man, because those are outliers. How many dudes in the league at quarterback get that money? Not a lot of them, right? That actually live it up and do that. It's a handful. So there are more guys that are going to benefit from this than not. So I do love that part. But like I said,
it's just the QB priority.
Right. I'm just like, bro, if that's the case, well, make it mandatory. You could dress four outside linebackers, doesn't matter. You could dress 10 linebackers. Because there's been times honestly, it's been times where we're coming into a game, it's like, all right, we're going to dress 8, we're dressing 10. Well, if we dress 10 linebackers, that means we're going to be down 2 offensive linemen. Well, if I'm dressing 10 linebackers, y'all better go out here and ball. I need special team tackles, I need sacks, I need tackles for loss, I need all of this. You got to make your group worth not having that backup over there. And I love that. It puts a little pressure on you. It makes it matter. Whereas right now, it's like, hey, quarterback, man, y'all good. Just take it.
To be honest with you, though, if it comes down to another scenario like the NFC Championship game,
it makes sense.
I don't think the average fan cares about the limits on outside linebackers.
I'm with you 100%.
Not having the quarterback out there, it like ruined the second half of that game.
Absolutely, because not only did you lose Brock, but then you lost Johnson as well.
Yeah.
And then it got super duper weird. It's like, bruh, what are we doing? Y'all running Wildcat the whole game.
Yeah, it was terrible. We knew the game was over.
It was absolutely horrendous. But this still doesn't prevent that from happening, though. We do realize that. If you lose all three of them same quarterbacks, you're still in the exact same scenario. So then we're going to say next time, you can just
makes
4 quarterbacks.
The chances are less likely.
It's like
3 quarterbacks going down in one game.
Hey, so why you ain't sign up? If you're San Fran, why don't you sign a third quarterback going into the game? You see what I'm saying?
They were thinking about dressing Jimmy G.
Which is fine, but they didn't, right?
They didn't.
They made that decision. But because they made that decision and then they got caught with their pants pulled down, now all of us, oh, hey, man, big time rule change.
Right, you can thank Brock Purdy.
That's what I'm saying. It was like,
they just don't want another situation like that. And I don't blame them.
I get it.
Because that sucked.
I get it, but that's the same
from a viewership standpoint.
From a viewership standpoint, yes. But if I'm Philly, I'm like, you're stupid. If you went out there and those are the 2 guys you worried about and you ain't worried about nothing else, cool. You better make sure protection is better. You want to put a tight end on Hassan Riddick? Good luck. That's what happens. But that's just the strategy part. So it's like, I get it. I do.
No, I get your side of it.
But viewership-wise, I don't want to watch a game like that again. I am 1,000% with you, Deke. That was tragic. I was like, bro, what is this? Can anybody in the building play quarterback? Anybody. If you can, please go down there. Like, yeah, it was bad. But that's just my whole thing, though, man. So I ain't tripping on it.
Then the kickoff.
The kickoff one was very
It's basically like the college rules.
It is. It was very interesting to me. I'm torn because I get the health and safety. I get the health and safety, but I absolutely hate the rule because you're taking that element away. And the more and more you take that away, we just talked about creating another job, right? Third quarterback. Well, now you're going to start to lose some jobs potentially if this is the first step of it. Where do you think it goes? How much further are we going to get to where it's not even needed anymore? We don't worry about the kickoff anymore. Those jobs. that is a legit part of the game. So even when we changed the kickoff rule, initially, man, we could have a running start from like 10, 15 yards. It didn't even matter. So, man, dudes were flying. Concussions. All right, cool. So they made it where you can only move 5 yards. All right, cool. We adapted. You flying. Then they said, okay, we're going to move where you're kicking it from. All right, cool. So then coaches said, what? Let's evolve. You can kick into the touchback, get these dudes the ball on the 20. Or you could pop this thing up with a ton of hang time, make them catch it on the 5-yard line or the 4, and now they got to return it. So it was like all this different strategy that goes into it. But now it's just like, dang, if you put it anywhere inside the 25, all he has to do is this, and it's guaranteed right there. Like, I'm just not a fan of that. But at the same time, for the health part, all right, yeah, man, concussions are higher percentages on kickoffs because it's a faster play in terms of you getting the full sprint and stuff like that. So I do get it. And for that part, yeah, I like it. But this is also football. You are never going to make football 100% safe. That is not ever going to happen. As long as we're in full pass running full speed at each other, it's not going to happen. And I do feel like it's certain things that we know we sign up for. And that's the part for me where I'm just kind of torn with it. Because, yes, you do want it safe. But at what point are we saying, man, this is no longer going to be
DeMar
football?
Hamlin play was a safe play.
Right.
There was nothing outside the lines on that play that happened.
It's very frustrating when I feel like the people who aren't football players make these type of decisions on our behalf. I'm just like, bruh, come on now, man. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of this stuff, bro.
Yeah, it actually feels like all the players that are sounding off on this and coaches hate it. Andy Reid was like, "This, we're going towards flag football."
That's literally like the kickoff is the man. It's one of them plays for a reason, bro. But you, guys, I just don't know, man. Like I said, I get the health part.
What'd you say about the 25 though?
So essentially, the way the rule works is they're saying, from what I was reading again on it, if you catch it anywhere within
from the 25 to the end zone,
into the end zone,
okay.
Yeah,
you get it at the 25. What if you fair catch it at the 30? Like someone he skied up the kick.
Then you're at the 30.
You get it wherever you catch it. Okay,
but that's a big deal because it used to be at the NFL level, it has to be in the end zone for you to fair catch that thing and set it down. If it's anywhere in the field of play, you fair catch it. That's where you're getting that ball at. If it was a punt and you fair catch it on the 10, you're getting on the 10.
You know what I do if I'm the kickoff team? I think you got to try to learn some type of flop shot now. If you
where you're hitting on the ground?
No, well, yeah, actually, that too. Yeah. That too. If you could squib one down there.
Where it's like, Sunday hop in the middle of this thing.
Yeah, make sure it can get down close to like the 10.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's got to be some type of specialty kick. Because just a classic short squib won't work.
Right.
That or almost like a flop shot when you kick. Think of golf. Whenever you want to hit it higher. Mm-hmm. Can you do something? I don't know. We could ask Boz this. Yeah. See if he's got this up his bag of tricks. But you hit it high enough so it could like settle in between that 25 and end zone.
Yeah.
And it's high enough where it makes the guy have to think about it a little bit.
I like it.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, you're gonna fair catch it. Like, you better make sure you catch the ball. Yeah. Because that's no gimme on punt returns.
It isn't.
Because I feel like kickoffs over the last 5-10 years, you almost bail out the guys that are returning by constantly kicking it in the end zone.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
That's what I would try to do.
Like, they're going to be
those are two types of kicks. That squib one, like you were saying, where you literally can't fair catch it.
Right, where it has to like tap something, but you kick it so hard where it's almost like the end of a half type kick.
Yeah,
where you're trying to knuckleball that thing. You find somebody and you're like, yo, I don't want to hit him, but I want to knuckle this thing through here.
I think that's the new kickoffs. This is the loophole.
Because it's like, otherwise, man, you eliminate that part. So as a defender, as a special teams coach, if I'm trying to win the field position battle, how do I do that if I know you're going to fair catch at the 25 every single time? That's the strategy that you're going to have to start thinking of. I thought of some of those things you said. Also, usually, with those upbacks, the guys are not the main returners, but, you typically have like your tight ends, your O-line, like some of them dudes on that like second tier line, popping stuff up to them, make them have to catch some footballs, man. But that's another one of those risky things too, because
you give them good field position.
A good field position if they do catch it. But that's some of the challenge. I'm just like, why are we doing this? Like, nobody's asking. Like, football is gonna be football. Dudes are still gonna have concussions. Dudes are gonna get broke legs. Dudes are gonna get jacked up. We know this. It's not a question of if. It's just a matter of when and how bad. Okay. But if you're playing football, it's like, would you sign up for boxing, Deke, if you didn't expect to get punched in the face? Like, that's a part of boxing, right? It's a prerequisite. You're going to get punched in the face. Would you do UFC if you didn't want to get elbowed? Like, no, you're going to get elbowed. It's a part of it's your fight. So when I think of football, like I said, I get the health part. I do. But that is just really frustrating at times when this type of stuff happens, man.
Yeah, not the biggest fan.
Yeah.
But if teams can find some of these loopholes, maybe the kickoffs could be more interesting. If you're seeing some of these creative squib kicks or flop kicks or whatnot.
Yeah. We're gonna find
because
out,
there are, how many times would you say whenever there's a kickoff, they just kick it out of the back of the end zone? It's probably at least 50-60% of the time.
Most teams do, yeah. It's a good amount of.
At least now, I would assume you'd be putting a lot of these in play now.
Mm-hmm. I just think of like some of the exciting moments that we've seen from special teams in NFL history on kickoffs, whether it's return. Think it was the Super Bowl where Devin has to return the opening kickoff, bro.
That was against the Colts.
Against the Colts, yeah. Electric moment, man. Electric moment. You just think about all these different things. I'm like, man, this rule, you potentially run all of that out of here, though, man. But they said it's a 1 year thing, so we shall see, man. We shall see.
Corey Ewan says, get rid of kickoffs. It can't be called football.
Facts. I'm with you, bro. Because that's going to be weird, man.
Steve Anders says, makes no sense to fair catch if you think you can go all the way. 25-yard line, nothing changed.
It sounds good. But when your head coach is going to be telling you, I'm not worrying about you thinking what you can or can't do, you're going to take this ball to 25. That's the issue. They already do it in college. Return back, after I can get to the house coach. I do not care what you think. Because if it didn't happen, you don't get another chance. You don't get another, you know what I mean? Like, you get tackled on the 20. Knock it, had a 20. You get tackled on the 10. A guy misses a block. If there's a holding penalty up there, a block in the back penalty, like, they think about all of that stuff, and they literally.
The kicker's good and can keep the ball up in the air for a certain amount of time.
That coach would be like, bro, I'm not hearing nothing that you talking about. You down in this ball, you fair catching this ball, we getting at the 25 and going. We're not risking no penalties. We're not risking no turnovers. We're just going to take our yardage and go. In fact, it's a 5-yard upgrade from where it was a year ago, right? Instead of you being at the 20, you're getting at 25. So, yeah.
Yep. All right, that's the rules then. No additional super chats in right now.
Okay.
Where do we want to go?
All right. So, let's see, man. Next up on the docket. I'm not sure where we're going, actually. A little OTA talk, man. Just want to... Well, actually, we kind of jumped into this a little ahead of time, man, because I wanted to talk about them expectations. When I seen Deontay and young Pickens talking about,
we could talk about them.
Yeah, let's talk about them exclusively then, man, because they did have some very, very lofty expectations, which I do like. And anytime, when OTAs are happening, you get to see all the little highlight videos of dudes running routes, catching stuff like that. The excitement does feel right, without a doubt. But
yeah, I mean,
it's realistic.
They both said for personal goals, like over 1,000 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm combining Pickett's answer. He went on Filipponi the other day, and he talked about his goals too. And he basically said, like, honestly, personal goals not only for me, but for like 80% of the team usually get met if your main goal is the Super Bowl. Yeah. Right. So he's like, that's really the only thing I'm thinking about. And Pickens said Super. Did he kind of hint at that too? Where it's like, I mean, these are my personal goals, but like if we win, that's all that matters.
It's like Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that was his
because he definitely
answer.
said Super Bowl. I remember seeing that, and I was like, I like that. If you gonna mean it, say it. If you gonna say it, mean it, man. Yeah. And then Deontay was one who went a little bit more in 1,000 yards, stuff like that. The All Pro, and I think he said
All Pro, Pro Bowl,
Pro Bowl, yeah.
And I think he said being like top 3 or top 5.
Yeah. Which I like as well, man. For him.
Yeah, I'm fine with both answers. I don't care. Yeah, I think that's kind of the base of where both of them should be.
Yeah.
I just don't know how much we're gonna pass because I think someone did follow up with Pickens.
Yeah.
Someone followed up with Pickens saying like, did they tell you how much you're gonna be implemented in this offense? Is it gonna increase this year? And this is why maybe I was given that thought of like I felt like Pickett's answer and Pickens kind of went together because Pickens basically responded to those questions in terms of like how much he's going to get implemented or if his role is going to increase by saying like, he's like, I don't know. We haven't really talked about it, but like, I just know when I get the ball, I'm going to like ball out or I'm going to do something with it. It's a good answer.
No, I'm with it on that, but I'm all for confidence, man. Like not arrogance, but just confidence. And they got confidence. I do like that, but which one do you think is more realistic? Because I don't
say
see
1,000
both,
yards for either.
I don't see both getting 100 catches and 1,000 yards, and both being All Pro and both being Pro Bowl this year at the same time. Do you? Or do you?
I think they could both hit 1,000. 100 catches, that's a different story. I think just the nature of how they play the game. Deontay's more apt for the 100 catches.
Yeah.
Whereas Pickens can give you 70, but get you over 1,000.
Because they both had 8 something last year, right? They were like,
right. Yeah.
They were both in that 8 range last year, and that's with the slow start offensively for us as well.
Right. So you got to think we got the extra game, 17 games. I do think our passing game is going to get better.
It should, yeah.
Yeah, if that's their floor last year with uncertainty on offense, Pickett in and out of the lineup, they should both get. I think they could both get 1,000. Now, Pro Bowl, that's a different story. Yeah. Who gets more of those catches? Who gets more of those yards? Who's up in the 1,200-1,300 range? And then you got to start talking about touchdowns as well. Yeah. I think Pickens should have more touchdowns.
See, I low-key feel like Pickens will have more yardage. I think him getting more yardage is going to eat into Deontay's 1,000 though, because if Pickens is getting more explosive plays, 50 yarders, 40 yarders, if he takes something 60, that type of stuff, you're not going to be throwing as many passes to Deontay because you're not going to need to as much because we're going to be having the big plays. Last year, we weren't as explosive, so a lot of our stuff was like the short to intermediate. That was like the whole complaint on offense. But Pickens, when he started to get it more and more, it was like, yo, that's explosive. That's explosive. So if we're going to get that more involved, I just don't know how often or how much we, go that route with the Deontay, because that's a crazy element if he can do that. That's like the Justin Jefferson element. It's like, man, you don't have to have this guy 1,000 yards, that guy 1,000 yards, and this guy going for 1,500 or this guy going for 1,600. But it's with that big type play capability. Deontay hasn't really shown that consistently, whereas with Pickens, we think that can be consistent with him. So that's the only thing I just think, I think Deontay will still get catches, but I think his numbers take the hit a little bit if Pickens goes to where we think he will.
I think that's something Pickens brought up too when they were asking him. Yeah, he was talking about the importance of first downs now and trying to get 7 or 8 yards at least to set up second and short, third and short, so we can start experimenting with some deep shots.
You're right. Because you got to it's all about being good on first down. Yeah. Because now you can take that shot. And typically we haven't been good at times on first down. So now second down is no longer let's take a shot. It's we got to make up, or we got to get into manageable on third. Yeah.
It felt like the mentality last year was just, hey, can we get this first down? And then keep getting the first down, keep moving the chains. Whereas how Pickens was talking, it's like, you know what, we're going to try for maybe a 3 or 4 play drive here.
Yeah.
We're going to try for more explosive plays. Right. Score quick.
Yeah.
Keep the defense on their toes. Which is just, I think, a natural evolution. It's like, cool. Yeah. I want to hear this type of stuff. Yeah. Let's see some more Pickett to Pickens connections down the field. Let's see some more 40, 50, 60-yard plays. Yeah. So we didn't really get to see it that much. But we were winning. I didn't need to see that. Other people did. They were like, we need more points on the board.
If you want for the style,
I'll take wins.
Sure.
I'll take wins. Yeah. And we were winning last year. Yeah. But we do need to get better. We need to add that to the arsenal. We need to add some of the explosive plays.
Isn't evolution? That's a part of life, right?
Yeah.
No different with football. And then, man, they should be evolving. We got to see what the next step is. That was a really good first year, and the way that it ended made us feel even better. But now those expectations have risen. It can't look like how it looked last year. It has to still be getting better. It has to be adding that element, which we think they should, and we think they will. But that's definitely
the run game. Yeah, the run game should only be better. Yeah. And the run game was good after the bye week last year. But now we got a better O-line. Hopefully Najee will be fully healthy going into this season. Jaylen Warren should only be better in year 2.
Yeah.
Darnell Washington, we have a 6th lineman out there.
Bro, I be watching Darnell when he's running his little routes and stuff. I'm like, yo, that thing is so big, man. Him, when you watch him run, you watch Move run. Move looks so tiny after I watch Darnell. It is crazy. And I'm like, Move is not little, man. Move is Move prototypical size, man. He got good size with him. Darnell is just like a unicorn, bro.
This offense is going to be underrated. But I honestly think Pickens and Deontay should both have at least 1,000 yards. I think it's doable.
All right, now you about to sell me something. If both of them have 1,000, does Najee have the breakout year this year too?
No, I think he plays well. I think he plays well. I think.
Do we get 3,000 yards? Do we get 3,000ers? Does he get 1,000?
Yeah,
Deontay
he does.
and Pickens?
He will, but I think it's going to be similar to his stats of the first 2 years. But I think he's going to have a lighter workload just because of Jaylen Warren.
Yeah,
and it's going to look better. It's going to feel more impactful. I feel like
Fair
because
enough.
of the better O-line.
Yeah, no, you make up a good point. And if the offense is more explosive passing wise, that's going to also make it a lot easier on Najee in terms of the boxes that he's going to face running the ball. So that should also give him an advantage.
I think he gets like 1,400 total, maybe like 11 or 12, and then 300 receiving.
Robert Bennett, why you gotta do that to me?
Jalen, I'm telling you, I think he's gonna cut into some of Najee's workload. That's why. That's why it's not gonna be this crazy
numbers.
Fantasy football statistical year for Najee, from my standpoint.
Unless Najee comes out the gate hot. If he comes out the gate hot, Coach Tomlin loves to ride the hot hand.
Yeah,
he will for effect do that if Najee shows that.
There were reasons we put Jaylen Warren in last year. You're right.
Absolutely, because that was definitely the mindset. This is a Najee dude. Like, this is a Najee running game, not a Najee and Jalen. But Jalen has definitely earned playing time. But, yeah, if Najee come out week 1, he go for $150 and a tutty, you better imagine him getting about 30 touches next week, and that's going to keep going until...
I don't know if that's the smartest thing. I like TG strategy. Save him for the winter.
I'm with you, but Coach Tomlin experienced the L-Bell.
Yeah.
And
he can't help himself.
He can't. He did it to the James Conner. Yeah. So he'll do it.
Maybe he has the Infinity Stone though.
I hope so. I hope that works. But he has not.
Or the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah,
Maybe that'll give him wisdom.
He has not
on the
learned,
running back situation.
He has not learned from my perspective from L-Bell situation. Well, L-Bell, they 400 touches back to back, and L-Bell said, "I'm not doing this again if you don't pay me." And everyone's like, "Yo, y'all crazy." And it was like, "All right, James Conner, you gonna get it now? All right, here." And it's like, "Oh, all right." He fell apart. He was like, "Yo, y'all think he crazy? All right, Najee, come here. You gonna get it all out." It's like, yeah, man, Coach T he gonna ride that.
You think? Okay. Here's the thing. We were just talking about contract extensions and whatnot for Najee. What do you think Coach T is thinking about Najee and his contract? Whenever you talk about his touches, his production, but also maybe wanting him to stay around as like a leader, but you're also trying to get him at the best contract value you can.
Yeah.
So like maybe that's why he would play more Warren of being like, Najee, you know, Najee, your carries weren't anything crazy, but he knows Najee's like intangible value to the team, being like that leader type of guy. So he wants him around, but he wants him at the best value. Yeah. So he might, but the benefit of that is keeping Najee fresh.
Does Najee go for that though? Because eventually you'll be like, all right, Coach, I'm balling. Why you keep pulling me, bruh? Like, come on, man. I'm balling, Coach.
I'm thinking like TG right now. We've been talking to TG
I'm like,
too
bro,
much.
You just skeet my man Najee out of the deal.
We've been talking to TG too much.
He's like, yo, Naj, I know you balling. I know you bag hot right now, but okay.
Yeah, because if Najee goes for 1,700,
you got to pay it.
That bumps up his number so much.
Absolutely, you got to pay it.
But you know deep down that's not the wisest thing to do with running back. And but you do still want Najee around. That's what I'm saying. I think he's a staple to this offense.
Yeah.
I think he's a staple guy.
Now, question: Steelers Freak brought up a good point. He says 4.5 yards per carry equals a new contract. Other than that, it's time to go. Now we know Najee.
He's talking about the efficiency.
Yeah, Najee was at 3.8 last year.
He's been getting a lot of tough yards.
Yeah,
I wouldn't look at those as bad things. Like he had to really work for those. He's facing he had a brick wall offensive line.
Fair enough. But we also had some of them offensive linemen. Well, not current offensive linemen. We had some other offensive linemen pull up how he also was not always hitting the hole the way that he needed to. And Merle Hodge, was another one that talked about that.
Sure.
Too. Shout out to Merle. We know if Merle's saying it, man, you got to respect it.
Yeah, he was off in the first half of last year.
It was weird, but the injury was real. And that was something that the team, I think, did a disservice, so to speak, by not. I mean, they weren't supposed to really communicate it, but he wasn't healthy. And I think that was also something that we could all kind of take away from that experience. But 4.5 yards per carry, that is very efficient. That is very consistent in terms of the production as well, man.
Yes, that's a good little metric. I don't mind that.
But it can't be no janky. He had 4.5, but he ain't playing a ton of games. None of that weird stuff. Like a legit season average of 4.5. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
What does that equate to, though? 4.5 yards per carry. I almost look at that and say, "Oh, cool, we got a good O-line." Like, we improved our O-line because I feel like Najee ran hard enough for the majority of the last 2 years. Let's exclude the first half of 2022.
Okay, fair enough.
To get like over 4 at least yards per carry, 4.5. He was just running behind terrible offensive lines.
Yeah.
Now wait, no. The offensive line improved in 2022 in the second half.
But
that's what we saw from Najee. Honestly, if we look at Najee's YPC from week 10 to week 18, it probably I would bet you it's between 4 and 4.5. I would bet some good money on it. It's not in the 3s. There's no way.
I hope you're right.
There's no way.
Let's find out. I feel like you're right though.
Man,
you got to be right.
I could try to find this stat.
No, I think it should be Pro Football, right? You might be able to just like just highlight that section of the column. I look, you feel like you can.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Just go to the game logs.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think you're on. I think you're right here. Yeah, it's definitely over 4.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be. And I think that would be the good sample size to go off of.
Heck yeah, I'm with you.
More of what Najee has been throughout his career. I don't believe
you. I just want to like see what the number is.
No, I know. I'm curious as well.
Man.
I'm curious as well. So, all right, after the bye, New Orleans game then.
Yeah.
Right? Just going to do it? I think you're right. Come on. Let me.
It's doing you one at a time.
Yeah, it is. Hold on. We're almost there.
That's what she said, too.
It's going to be. I'm seeing these numbers. I'm eyeballing them right now.
Mm-hmm. Eyeball that work, Deke.
4.1.
Okay.
4.1.
Let's go.
A little closer to 4 than I thought, but 4.1.
Got to be up there, yeah. That's dope, though.
So 9 games, those 9 games, he had 673 yards and 6 touchdowns. Had 117 receiving with 1 touchdown there.
How many yards is that?
And what? Rushing or receiving?
Rushing yards.
673 in 9 games.
And 100 something receiving, you said, right?
111.
All right.
So, I mean, right there, it's 74.8 per game. Like, this goes right into my number, I think. Like, it's probably 1,100 or 1,200 if you times that by 17. Might be even a little bit more. 74.8 times 17. 1,271.
There it is. Yeah.
And then 117 on the receiving. That's 13 yards per game. Times 17. That's 221.
So you're right at about, what, 14, 15? Yeah.
14 total.
Yeah.
15 total. Yeah.
All right. That'll do it. So can he replicate that? He should. With this new offensive line,
and
he definitely
double-digit total touchdowns. He had 6 during that run after the bye week, and that was 6 rushing and then 1 receiving. So that was 7 total. Yeah, that's good. Mm-hmm. But again, does that make you want to pay him?
Double digits? No. I'll tag it, though. I hit you with a franchise tag, man. What can I talk to you about a 5th-year option? I got to see the number.
They don't even have to do that.
Well, not this year, no. Because he'll just be going to this 4th year.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is new rule.
You might get a little Zeke Elliott, a little holdout.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm trying to see. I don't know if that's his temperament, but who knows if you do that, you know.
Steelers already went through this. We know how they handled it.
Yeah.
Just moved on.
And we over here talking about some Jalen Warren. He's the face now. He's the running back.
I think you draft the guy.
Can never go wrong with drafting a guy, man.
Draft the guy and just it's Jalen Warren and 3rd round running back that you draft out of whatever school. I think it's that duo then.
I could dig that.
For however long.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Nah, not at all.
Ain't wrong with that at all, man.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But so we went from we were talking to 2 receivers. Where are you at then? 1,000 yards.
Pickens definitely. I think Deontay falls short of the 1,000. I think he's about. I'm flirting between 864 and 915. I don't know why I see those numbers right now. But it's like 864 and 915. It's like in that range.
He gets more catches.
It'd be in the 80s in catches. I just feel like if Pickens
touchdowns this year.
Yeah, he definitely gonna score. He'll probably actually have 5. I feel the 5 vibe with him.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking to myself, like, Pickens is going to have explosive plays, but there's also going to be some times where it's explosive, and it happened to get tackled at, like, the 10 or whatever. I see Deontay routing it up. laser accuracy, Kenny. When you talk Kenny throwing short, intermediate, we know he can do all that. We know the next step is the deep ball. That's what we're gonna get a chance to see. But prior to seeing any of that, we know we've already seen this. So I just feel like that's gonna be where Deontay really shines. I'm just hoping that Deontay just continues on with the consistency. I think he's been putting together some good seasons. I want to see it continue on, man. Like, regardless of how people feel about him, I'm like, I like his game, man. I do.
Yeah, I felt like last year was his best season. Yeah, I truly do.
And people,
the stats aren't going to show up, but
I'm serious, bro. I'm like, I like his game. I like what he brings to the offense, man. So, yeah.
Just catch more drag routes.
Yeah.
That's all. Just catch the easy ones.
Catch the one you're supposed to catch.
That's all, really.
Any preference on running back?
And just maybe have some better timing with it, too, because his timing with the ball security is awful. Critical third downs, big games.
Fair enough.
Big moments.
Fair enough.
That's why we remember him so much.
Unfortunately, you're right. But I'm a fan. I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan.
Anything else with the OTAs?
No, that's it for right now, man. Obviously, that was the first week that they just finished up. No injuries, so that's good. Let's keep that going. And everybody in attendance, you know? So I definitely like that part. Let me see if I'm missing anything surrounding OTAs.
I'm seeing some headlines. Robinson makes big impact early. Oh, he's talking about Allen Robinson.
Shout out to old Allen Robinson, man.
I saw some Calvin Austin sound bites. We was talking about Kenny in the offense, like you got to get up to speed. Cause Pickett's really running things. Yeah. He's making the offenses. He works hard and stuff. So that's good to hear.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anything else crazy, right?
Crazy day. Nah.
Am I missing anything?
I feel like we was good. I felt like I said, I didn't see anything crazy. My whole OTA spiel was just literally the Pickens and Deontay, what they had said. And then obviously when my man brought up the Moof and Najee element, it was like, all right, cool. But yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything else as well. Chad saying anything?
Let's see.
I'm seeing Mike Wallace and AB being brought up.
What?
No. Some Mason, Ben talk.
Dang, Steve Andrews, that's cold-blooded. He said 40-year-old Frank Gore would have beat Najee in yards per carry. That's yikes. Frank Gore always had good yards per carry, though. I don't know why. It's like just the most basic. He's always gonna get it.
He's probably a Hall of Famer.
Seriously, and I'm just like, how? Like,
doesn't feel right.
How, Frank? How are you averaging that, Frank? Like, it doesn't look like But man, heck of a career, man. Shout out to Frank Gore. Yeah, he out here boxing. Didn't he box? Yeah.
Now, Steelers Freak is saying Steelers are looking at Simmons, Cardinals, for inside linebacker depth. Is he running with some of these rumors and just blogs and stuff talking about the Steelers being a good landing spot for Simmons, or is this actually a report that's out there?
Do we check it?
I'm checking it because I am really interested in Isaiah Simmons. I think it would be awesome signing for us.
I would be as well, man.
No, it's the same.
All right. Same situation. Okay.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
The headlines are just Steelers named as a landing spot for Isaiah Simmons. Cardinals Isaiah Simmons named in trade buzz. Steelers tabbed as landing spot for high potential linebacker.
Okay. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Just remember that, man.
I hope so.
Where there is smoke,
listen, I hope so. I really hope so.
Even if we had to create the smoke, all right, it's going to happen. Okay? We're going to make it happen.
Right, all it takes is an idea.
That's it.
You just throw a little seed out there, a little idea.
You know they say, I don't care where a good idea comes from.
Yeah. All Omar Khan has to do is see it. Mm-hmm. You never know.
Oh, so little housekeeping. We did also sign a player today. This was actually right before. I think it was like right before OTA started. But we did sign a undrafted rookie free agent wide receiver Cody Crest. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Played at Sam Houston State. Actually, I remember watching him play at Sam Houston State. Old Buster. I wasn't a fan of it because they beat my Dukes. Yeah, but
was that in the playoffs?
Yeah, it was actually in the semifinals.
They were a good team.
Yeah, they didn't win it up that year. It was like one of them like. It was during the COVID time frame. So they caught them like in that like weird spring, go back to the fall, like dynamic. It was crazy and shit. But they were straight though. I don't remember him all the way from the game, but from what I did see from him, has had a little bit of a journey, man. But had production, good in terms of playing at Sam Houston State. Has good speed from what I saw. I think he ran 4.38. They said at his pro day, so that's definitely good speed. But obviously, we got to see in terms of special teams. That's going to be the main role right now. See what you can beat out and see what you could do from there. Because obviously, we know what our wide receiver room looks like and some of the personnel we talk about there. But I mean, I'm all for him getting an opportunity, man. He initially signed with the Colts coming out of college too as an undrafted rookie free agent this year, and then obviously from there we just picked him up.
A-Rich wasn't getting him that ball, I guess.
Hey man, they said A-Rich was doing nice over there in Indy. People was like raving about him. Yeah. But they say what at Sam Houston State throughout 3 seasons while he was there, because he did transfer. He was at I forgot the name of the JUCO he was at. But he was at a smaller like community JUCO type thing before he transferred in. Had 131 receptions, 1,700 yards, 9 touchdowns in 31 games that he played there. And this past season, 36 catches, 548 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Sam Houston State.
I saw he tested really good.
Yeah,
in
that was
pre-draft stuff.
Mm-hmm. Like he was
4.3 something
fast,
on the 40.
4.38. Yeah.
I think he had a good vertical too. It was like 38 inches.
So like really explosive. That's one of the things. Because like I said, watching him, you see some of the stuff. It does look good at times, but it wasn't like insanely productive. And it was at, like I said, Sam Houston State. So that's just part of the dynamic. But like I said, man, everybody gets an opportunity. It don't matter how you get this opportunity, but once you get it, make the most of it. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, he's buried on the depth chart.
Yeah.
So best of luck to him.
I mean, shoot. I think of him no different than like how I thought of like Cody White that time we signed him. And Cody White ended up playing in the game for us, actually having 2 catches in the game. That was from your boy 7 too, man. Yeah. Good old Cody White, bro.
I didn't like that game.
I know you didn't, but Cody caught. He was the one catching passes. Everybody else was dropping them. Cody was catching them. Remember that? He was catching your boy's passes.
Game.
He made your boy look good.
That was a rough game.
But Cody made your boy look good. Just remember that. So we'll see if, the new Cody can do something similar.
Well, we got a few supers that just rolled in.
All right, let's tap in, man.
The Jacob Malaysia says, this show today has been all about Steelers and Steeler stats. This is the show I fell in love with. Please keep it up. Shout out to Deke. Shout out to Moats.
Shout out. Technically, it hasn't been all about Steelers, though. We were talking Batman like a mug earlier, bro. Yeah.
It's a great movie.
It is a great movie, bro. It's a great movie.
It's the best Batman. It is.
Yeah, bro.
Excited for Batman 2.
But,
the Batman 2, I guess.
Yeah, the Batman 2. But yeah, that's how it is. The Jacob Malicio, especially during the off season. During the off season, you never know where we gonna go with it sometimes, especially during this time frame.
How about this trade? It's all about 8 now, not 7. Big Noriega. That's what he changed his username to. Wow. He did say he's a big fan of Kenny after hearing the interview with Ben.
I like it.
He says, Deke, how about Dotson in the 5th rounder for Simmons?
I'm in. Sign me up. Even though it was pretty funny, Dot said what he said.
Their O-line can't be good, right? The Cardinals.
Well, no, Beach is out there. Beach at left is the right tackle. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on my man's name. From Florida. Jeez Louise. Big cat. Humphrey. He's still out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so DJ and Beach still?
They drafted Paris Johnson. Wow, they have now. I don't know what's going on here with their depth chart. They have Paris Johnson at left guard on ESPN. I don't know if that's going to be the case.
Yeah, but if DJ, because DJ was the left, Beach was playing right, but Beach can also play left.
Right.
Yeah. So like I like that part.
Could they use an upgrade at right guard? Will Hernandez?
No, he's all right. How long has Will been out there?
Wow.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
No.
Pull him up,
He was drafted by the Giants. Wait, where? Yeah, where? See, here's the problem with.
ESPN. I hate ESPN 1. Yeah. Pro Football is.
No, I got it. He's only been there 1 year. It's
okay.
mainly been the Giants.
Giants first.
4 seasons. 2018 to 2022.
I'm thinking about the man. Literally, it's funny. I'm thinking about the other version. They did. Oh my gosh. Because when I had just got out there, we had just brought in a dude from the Giants. Same exact scenario. Yeah.
I guess it depends on how they feel about Hernandez.
Or Dotson.
If they could use an upgrade, or if they feel like they could use an upgrade, and Dotson would be that answer.
Or
maybe
they
just
want
want. Maybe they just want
Can't
a
wrong
line
that
depth.
either. It's cheap. He's throwing a rookie deal and a fifth. I actually like that.
Hey, and if they are really Steelers West, they should be trying to copy our formula, and that is bringing in a lot of O-line depth, because that's what we've been doing this whole offseason.
Yeah.
So Cardinals, why not take some notes?
And moving on from Dotson in a trade still wouldn't hurt anything. And if we could trade Dotson, and instead of that leaving in free agency for nothing, and somehow that turns into Isaiah Simmons, and Simmons figures it out and becomes the guy or anything, it's just like,
Or at least just helps us this year.
yeah, I'm like, that's good business.
Right. It's not a bad trade idea.
Shout out to Big Noriega. That was him, right? You said it was Big Noriega?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Big Noriega, man. I like that. It's a good trade.
Mike Hood says, watch Pat P and BMAC interviews with Peasy. That was a fun show listening to them talk about the old days.
Let's go.
Peasy said BMAC and Ferrier talked him into AZ, then both said, nah, we staying in the Birds. McFadden did end up going to AZ.
That is funny.
At some point, but maybe not the same year that Peasy signed.
That's funny. Talking me to go out there and y'all don't go. Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that.
Yeah, McFadden. Yeah, McFadden definitely went later because he has 2 Super Bowls here in Pittsburgh, and Porter was gone. I think it was the year after Super Bowl XL.
Yeah, because Peasy got 2 here.
Oh, McFadden came back. I didn't even realize that. He went to Arizona after Super Bowl 43, and then came back.
How many did he end up
after
getting?
one season in Arizona? Just 1 year in Arizona.
So how many years total did he get though?
7 in the league. 1 in Arizona. 6 in Pittsburgh.
6 in Pittsburgh. Drafted here though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pure blood, if that's what you're asking for.
Yeah, see, I ain't go that far.
Peasy, pure blood.
I ain't go that far. I did not go that far.
Ferrier, not a pure blood though.
Thank you. I love Ferrier.
He was another one of the guys mentioned in that comment.
Ferrier's awesome guy. Awesome guy. Yeah. B-Mac, not a big fan.
Ferrier, wow, I didn't know that was a possibility.
Yeah, big Ferrier.
I think Foote went out to AZ.
Yeah.
Ferrier, he just retired a Steeler. Let's go, UW. I remember the same critiques being said about Najee as were being said about James Conner, and he's done well.
Yeah, and think about it like this, right? With James Conner, similar scenario was what? Offensive line wasn't... No. He was good offensive line-wise. He just kept getting hurt. That was James Conner's part. It was the health part. Then from there, that's when we made the move and let him leave in free agency. We brought in Najee, and Najee just healthy. That was the big difference between those two. I don't feel like people looked at Conner and was like he wasn't like good or exposed for something like that. Nah. And it's still different, like how he was utilized in Arizona. Yeah, because even in Arizona, it was more him and Chase Edmonds together in unison, and that's why they both.
He was a big time receiving back for them.
Yeah.
When he made that Pro Bowl.
Right, he had the 15 or how many touchdowns he had? Yeah, like something crazy.
Yeah, it's not like he had a ton of rushing yards.
Right.
I don't even think he hit over 1,000.
No, it was literally just the touchdowns, and that's what got him in the Pro Bowl, and then they paid him. Yeah. Whereas we saw like Najee was the bell cow, and show some durability, but that was just the difference of the scenarios at that time. But shout out to Conner, man. Conner's definitely doing his thing, man. Shoot, I hope he keep doing his thing. Absolutely.
This would be funny. Steelers Freak says, Moats, can you ask Washington and Austin to walk out together for practice? I want to see the difference. Or Jalen Warren.
Hey, seriously, right? You imagine Darnell and Jalen Warren walking outside. You'd be like, bro, what is this? Yeah.
I don't know if this is TG's burner, but Steve Anders says Najee Harris is a Zeke Elliott replica. He'll have one good year, get paid, and suck. Why he didn't like the contact and kept juking and spinning. When he gets paid, he'll go back to his old ways. Wow. I think that's a TG burner.
Yikes. It does. It does.
Because that's TG's main thing. He doesn't want to pay it.
Yeah. Jeez. And Zeke then caught him in straight. Zeke ain't had nothing to do with nothing today. Dang. That's crazy. Yeah. Zeke had more than one good year, though. Zeke first 3, I feel like, was fire. And
his first year was his best, though. That was probably... No, you're right, though. He was really good those first 3.
It was after Cabo. When he left to go to Cabo, it's never been the same since.
So I guess to his point, when he got paid, it just hasn't hit the same.
But he got paid after he went to Cabo. Cabo was the holdout to get paid. I don't know what took place in Cabo. He ain't been the same since Cabo though, bro. As long as Najee don't go to Cabo, we all right. Najee don't go to Cabo, go to Cancun. Go Cancun, Acapulco, go one of them, all right? Yeah.
Well, that's it for the Supers right now.
All right. Well, man, shoot, we should be getting ready to get to the back end of this thing. What's the last thing I had today? Oh, it was around the league. Yes. Figure, man, I want to talk a little around the league real quick.
What do you got?
Dude.
You must have something in mind.
Yeah, man, I saw the New England thing.
Oh.
Bruh. Had me laughing. I was like, Lord, not the Patriots patrioting again, man. What was their actual violation? I just saw the $500,000 fine, 2 OTA practices removed. They said they violated something.
I didn't even look into it.
Bro, I just started laughing. I'm like,
I just wasn't surprised, and I was like, why? It's always them. It's always them.
I said, of all the teams, I was like, anybody, like, what are you doing to get 2 pool and 500? I know, was y'all too physical? Because I know that's happened in Seattle. Seattle, they have definitely been fined. Pete Carroll. We've been warned in Pittsburgh. We've been warned. We've never been fined. We've never lost practice. But I'm like, dude, you got 2 practices pulled and fined. Man, what are y'all doing up there in New England, man? Who is trying to bend the rule? That's what we need to know. Who is trying to bend the rule, man?
Hold on. Oh, coaches scheduling is what they're saying. Coaches scheduling that resulted in players spending more than their allowed time at the team facility, according to league sources. Probably looking at illegal tapes or something.
Probably. And there's a reason why. They have restrictions on how much time you spend in the off season. Because some coaches don't respect your off season. They don't respect your free time. And it sounds like that's what's going on up there, baby. Yeah.
Okay, so in fairness, I don't want to bring this up, but
here we go.
I guess in fairness to the Patriots here, in recent seasons, the Cowboys, the Bears, the Commanders, the Texans, 49ers, Jaguars, Ravens, and Seahawks, you already mentioned Seahawks,
Seahawks definitely
have been penalized for violations of off-season rules.
Yeah, but we're talking about the scheduling part, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess they don't
specific.
They don't make it clear that it's due to scheduling or it's the same thing.
The Seahawks were because of how physical their practices were. Because you're technically not supposed to be hitting. So they put cameras at everybody's facility to make sure that you're not hitting. But Seattle, anyone who's played for Seattle, obviously I've talked to TG a lot while he was out there actively and since retired. Bruh, with Seattle, everything is like full speed. Even their walkthrough is full speed. So they could be on a hotel ballroom floor doing a walkthrough, and he's like, nah, bro, like, we really running stuff. He's like, you'll be in a full sweat by the time you get out of there. Like, and if you mess up in the walkthrough and you don't make that play, like, coach tripping. Whereas in Pittsburgh, I'm in slides. I'm like, bro, I better not. I got the rollie on. Like, bro, don't touch. Like, nah. We going. I got that. You got that. Like, it's a lot of that going on. But yeah, it's a walkthrough for a reason. If you want to practice, call it a practice. You want to walk through, I'm gonna give you a walkthrough. You know. So yeah. But dang, man, shout out to them boys though, man.
Of course, though. I mean,
it would be them. It would be them. It would be.
What was their last one? It was filming a YouTube vlog over in Cincinnati.
Or game day, right? He was like, yo, why are you filming
up on
my
game
signals,
day,
bro?
I think up in some illegal spot, too, where they shouldn't have been.
They like, yo, the camera's on this, but you filming my coordinator in his hands. Like, what are you doing, bro? This is not a documentary.
It's for the YouTube vlog.
Hey, bro, I'm doing a documentary, man. Chill out, bro. It's a documentary. What are you talking about, man? Yeah. That is funny, bro. That's the Pats, though, bro. That's the Pats, man.
Well, here's the one I wanted to bring up, actually.
Hey,
I saw this yesterday, and this was Mahomes talking about his future contract. Did you hear what he said?
I did.
So let me try to get this.
I like his energy, though. I ain't hating it. I like it.
I do.
like it.
I think you have to respect it.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. Here's the headline. Patrick Mahomes, arguably the NFL's top QB.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if it's arguably at this point. Fine with not being paid accordingly. He says, you just want to do whatever to not hurt other quarterbacks whenever their contracts come up. Mahomes told the media, you want to keep the bar pushing. It's not about being the highest paid guy. It's not about making a ton of money. I've made enough money where I'll be set for the rest of my life. At the same time, you got to find that line where you're making a good amount of money, but you're still keeping a lot of the great players around you so you can win these Super Bowls and you're able to compete in these games.
Yeah.
Because there are talks with Hurts getting his deal, Burrow and Herbert, Lamar got his deal of is Mahomes going to renegotiate? Is he going to try to get an extension here? Because obviously he deserves to get more than those guys.
Yeah, he just won another one. Yeah.
He's getting $45 per year. When did he get that contract? It was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Or he signed it 3, but I think that a new hit 2, maybe or something like that. Right?
I mean, with that energy, it almost makes me feel like he'd be willing to sit out working on a new deal for another year or so.
So he's taking the Brady approach, is what it sounds like. Brady was always under market value, and they talk about like that being a big reason why New England, they were able to keep so much or bring in so much at times for it, whether it be offense or defense.
Brady was even more ridiculous than this, though.
Oh yeah. Brady was like,
he's getting 45, so I think he's in the top 10. Brady was like top 20.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous. Yeah. Some of the bums that were getting paid ahead of him. It was crazy.
But it was by choice.
Like you'd see Jay Cutler's contract.
Yep.
He'd be getting paid in like the top 5. It'd be just wild. Absolutely wild.
But that's what I kind of feel like Mahomes is on, though, bro. Like, I don't think it's to the full extent of that extreme.
I respect it.
But that's a game changer, bro. Not everybody does that, though. And I just want to say, I don't think you can fault the guys who don't take that approach, because not everybody got that type of deal out the gate. You know, like his first deal was what, a half a B, like $500 million deal in the NFL. It's unheard of. So for a guy like him to make that kind of comment, I think is different than when you look at these quarterbacks getting $250 or $300 million deal. They still short 200 more M's on these contracts. Lamar contract don't go up to 500 if I remember correctly.
No.
Yeah, 500, that's a lot, bro. So I guess
how much was his guaranteed?
Who? Patty?
Mahomes, yeah.
Let's pull it up. Yeah.
Wasn't like Watson's. Watson's the only one, right?
Watson got all 284 fully guaranteed, but watch, Mahomes probably got more than 284 guaranteed.
Let's see, 10-year, $450 million. Whoa! Patrick Mahomes' $450 million contract makes him wealthier than 7 different countries.
Jeez.
I'm trying to find the guarantees. I'm not seeing anything right here.
Pull up Mahomes' guarantee money.
Yeah, that's probably what I gotta type in. Huh? Yeah. Guaranteed. 10-year, $450 million that officially kicks in starting upcoming season last year, 2031. Can we get the guaranteed money?
Why are they making it so hard, Deke?
We'll go to Bleach Report. Friends of the show.
Yeah, you see, now that's the one that historic $503 million extension.
It can get up to that point.
Yeah, the escalators
with incentives.
That's what I meant.
The base of it's $450.
I was about to say it's definitely a $500. Yeah, he already, he hit one incentive. He won a Super Bowl, so he hit his incentive, and he got Super Bowl MVP. So that's definitely another incentive he got.
Now, try to make this make sense. Steinberg Sports, Mahomes' agency, confirms the terms of the agreement, noting quarterback gets $477 million in guarantee mechanisms and ability to have outs if guarantee mechanisms aren't exercised.
What? I don't speak that language, Deke. What does that mean?
I just feel like we would have remembered if Mahomes was getting like over 400 of that, like guaranteed, right?
I think all of us were in shock when we saw that it was a potential $500 million contract in football. A 10-year, $500 million deal in football, bro, that sounds like a baseball deal. And even if that was in baseball, that's absurd.
Now, okay. This might be some Monopoly money, actually. This might be some Monopoly money. His contract has $141 million in total guarantees.
All right. Sound Monopoly to me. Does he get cut?
No. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, all right. So he gonna still be cashing them checks. He'll be all right.
That's probably why it's the extension or a new contract's being talked about more than just the per year stuff.
Yeah.
Because the guarantees are probably getting close
money.
right now.
Heck yeah.
We're about a few years removed from when the deal was signed. Because once that guaranteed
money run out, you ain't just hopping on that field for a $50 million base, but nothing's guaranteed. Like, nah.
That was worse than the Le'Veon Bell deal that we offered him.
Sheesh. God. Yo. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy.
Made some headlines.
It did. Yeah. Dang, that's wild, bro.
That's not much guaranteed.
No, there's actually not, man. So maybe I wonder how long he'll take that approach then, man.
He'll at least get an extension to get more guaranteed money. I don't know how much he's going to bump up the per year, though.
No, I don't think the per year bumps. I think the guarantee portion, I think that could change a lot.
Yeah,
or maybe you just go ahead and no different than like when we hit a restructure on a guy and it just changes the base salary into heavy signing bonus with a guarantees it for the year, it'll probably start turning into that type of stuff, right? Like I think or some type of like longer extension, but more of the guarantee. But yeah, the per year definitely stays the same because ain't no point in like raising it. I mean, if he not trying to raise it, so yeah,
it's up to him.
Yeah,
I don't see him trying to be the highest paid guy.
Yeah,
maybe going up to like a 50 or something like that though.
Yeah, I mean, eventually it's gonna make sense to go to 50 when you look at guys like Dak, Watson, Lamar.
Yeah, let's see what Burrow and Herbert get now.
Allen's flirting with like all of them dudes is in that range. Yeah.
Burrow's kind of been on that same energy too. If you hear him talk,
he has been. Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
So
does he go over 50?
It leaves it to Herbert then, because if Burrow takes less,
he's taking all the money.
I think Herbert takes 50 plus. Yeah.
He just should because it's the Chargers.
Yeah. And why not?
Now I would say the same thing about the Bengals, but it feels like with them getting Burrow, it feels like they're actually starting to run things right.
You think about the past 2-3 years for them dudes, man? Yeah. I don't think they're gonna let that leave. I don't think they're gonna mess it up.
Herbert is a low key guy though. Like he doesn't have social media or anything. I don't know though. Maybe that's the thing. We just don't know much about him.
Mm-hmm.
I just got a feeling he'll be getting a lot.
Yeah.
I could see Burrow just taking 40, 45 or something like that.
Mm-mm.
He'll probably get 50. I'm saying he gets at least 50.
50 something.
Yeah, I think he gets 50.
If it's less than 50, I'd be a little surprised. Because Lamar total, what? Per year's... He's, what, right under 50, isn't he?
I think it's close.
Yeah.
It's
he's
really
a little
close.
under it, yeah. Interesting, man.
Those are, I guess, the two around the league.
Yeah.
Stories that we just
all I
brought
had
up.
on it.
You had anything else?
No, that's all I had on it. When nothing else going on like that.
I don't think I got anything.
Like you said, other than that, it's people getting arrested. We know what time it is, man. All right? So, we don't want to talk about people getting arrested. We talk about the OTAs. And I think we got an AB game this weekend. Yeah. This is the weekend. So, if y'all in Albany, check out AB. All right?
Ooh. Cowboys said they dialed back OTAs to avoid another penalty.
Smart move.
They were close. They were almost in the Patriots.
Smart move.
Boat right there.
Hey, because typically you have somebody in your squad that's your PA representative, and you be like, "Yo, bro, they tripping out here, bro. We doing a little too much. It's a little too physical for practice, baby. We in shirts and shorts, man. Why they trying to have us come down here like this, man? Make that phone call. Don't send a tweet out. Send a text. So yeah."
Man, these stories, it's a desert right now for the headlines.
Oh, and yeah, outside of that, just the Rodgers name, but no one cares about the ankle. Like, I ain't believing that. He'll be ready by week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a desert, though. I mean,
yeah.
The top headline is, I think this is McDaniel saying, Adams earned the right to vent on Raiders.
Wow.
Source, Garoppolo had foot surgery in March.
Wow.
I said Cowboys dial back OTAs to avoid another penalty. That was the third biggest storyline today.
They like, baby. It's Memorial Weekend, though, baby. So we not
Giants tight end Darren Waller says they value our opinions here. Lions Jamison Williams wasn't aware of gambling policy.
Keep it going, Deke. Keep the headlines going. I love this, bro.
We already talked the Pats one. Safety Jefferson retiring to become scout for the Ravens. Tony Jefferson.
Shout out to Tony Jefferson, though, man. I did see that flash across the screen, man. Long-time Cardinal. Obviously played in Baltimore. Went. Where did he go after? He went. I thought he went back to AZ, and then you said he ended in with the Raiders.
Ravens.
Okay. You say he's joining the Ravens staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To become scout for the Ravens.
Yeah. I like that though, man. No, Tony Jefferson, man, dope dude, man. Good guy, good energy. Was a dope player too, man. I like him. Just got hurt at the wrong time, man. But no, I like him as a scout. That'd be good for him, man. I like to see former players, man, when they do want to get involved with like the game, man. Being able to go back to a former place where they played at, like how IT is doing, like how we've seen even with Shea for a little while, or even Aaron Curry. You know, dudes, man, finding a way to keep this thing rolling. Cause yeah, a lot of dudes be down bad when they lead this league, man. So yeah, shout out to Tony Jefferson though, man. Shout out to him.
And then last one, Jags add recently cut Broncos kicker McManus.
Oh,
it's not a bad pickup.
Yeah, McManus had the 66 or 63?
Yeah, he can kick the ball.
Yeah, it's one of them. Yeah.
Actually, there's one more. An ESPN Plus headline.
Oh.
Graziano answers 32 QB questions. Actually, that's probably the one I'm most interested in out of any of these.
Oh, Lord. Let's see what it say now. Here we go.
You actually want me to check it out?
Here we go.
Oh, it's on ESPN Plus.
Let's see what Mr. Graziano has said. If it's anything outlandish, we're going to get on it.
So I'd have to see on my phone. Hold on. I don't have ESPN Plus on my computer. I don't know what my username is or my password or anything.
Got you.
It's just on my phone.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I definitely know what you mean.
Accounts on my
phone. I know exactly what you mean. I had to save. All right, I can't change this because I don't know what the password was. Yep.
I have no clue, so I'm not gonna be going through all that right now.
Yeah.
Forget password, forget username.
I know another topic. You had the Ariza, the punter. He's getting a visit with the Jets. I did see that too. Yeah. And I think somebody brought it up too in the chat. I did see where you.
We
at?
got
where
the
you
guy
at? Where
that
you
cut,
at?
and man,
Stan Clear brought it up too. Yeah. But I did see that earlier today too. So I was happy, at least for him after everything that's then transpired. It's good to get another opportunity. Hopefully it works out, man.
Hold on, let me get this.
You got it, or you want me?
No, I got it. Biggest quarterback questions for all 32 teams.
Oh snap! Now.
Okay. What do you think they're saying about
Don't
Bill's
do that.
situation?
Don't do that. I knew you was about to take it there. Don't do that. Feel great. Feeling good. Feeling great.
Dan Graziano.
Let's see what Dan then said, man. Dan, don't say nothing outlandish,
Let's
bro.
see if he knows ball. I'm liking this. He's going
right
by
to the good
divisions.
guys.
He's going by divisions here.
All right, let's get to that AFC North, man.
I mean, these are good questions. I'm not going to lie. I'm just scrolling through.
Mm-hmm. Steelers Freak said your username is Dream4Ben. Okay? With a capital B on Ben.
Buffalo Bills. Can Josh Allen fix his turnover problem?
Fair. They want you to make that omelet without breaking an egg. Boy, you ain't gonna happen like that. What they say about
Steelers.
us?
Is Kenny the long-term answer?
Oh.
Yes.
That's a good question.
Simple answer. Simple answer.
That's a good question.
Simple.
That's a good question right there. I like it.
But that is part of this season.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
That's actually a good question for both of them. Low key, the Bills could Josh cut down. I'm like, yo, because he actually had some red zone turnovers this year, man. But he was a lot more aggressive at times this year too. But that's part of the running back revamp job. So that should change that up a little bit. And bringing in another dog at tight end. Another dog. You can't have enough dogs. We doubled up our tight ends. They doubled up their tight ends. You see that?
And they paid one of them. They paid probably the worst one.
That's cool. We'll find out though. One has a Pro Bowler. He's the only one of the group with a Pro Bowl. So
no, you got. I mean, like they didn't spend first round capital on
Dawson Knox. I'm with you. 100%. I'm with you, bro. Yeah.
They got other AFC North ones.
And you can make a case like if we ranking them, like who got the highest, who got the what,
Oh yeah, he's gonna be better receiving tight end for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Kincaid should be.
That's what I'm saying. Like Kincaid got the run after and stuff. Yeah.
For the Browns, can Deshaun Watson return to 2020 version of himself at quarterback?
On the field, right? No, I'm playing. That's fast.
I honestly don't think he ever gets back to that last Texan season.
I think it's a lot to get back to that, man.
Yeah, he led the league in passing yards.
Yeah.
They didn't do good that year though.
Nah. But he was the one that was keeping him around though. I thought no. They won a playoff game that year. That's when they beat Buffalo.
No, that was the year before.
Yeah,
right. He's had good regular seasons for the Texans and actually went to the play. I think twice. Did he go twice? He got housed on one of them, didn't he? Or maybe that was the Chiefs' comeback. Maybe I'm talking about he only went to one playoffs. Beat Buffalo and then lost the Chiefs after they went up like 21
zip, yeah.
Yeah,
because that was when the Chiefs did that, and then they did the Titans the following week.
Yeah, it was like yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Bengals. Will Joe Burrow? We were just talking about him. Will Joe Burrow's new deal leave room for others? And for the Ravens, will Todd Monken's offense take Lamar to a new level of success?
What they saying about the Jets? Let's just because TG. I just want to see what they say about the Jets real quick.
Are they rent free in your head right now?
No, because that's still the TG. It made me think of TG. I don't know why.
It's gonna be something.
Hey, look, between them and I want to see the Colts too. I'm like, I need to see both real quick.
Okay,
it's for TG. It's TG's fault.
Graziano asking the good questions here.
Those are like low key legit questions though. I
definitely passed up on the Jets. Where are they at? Hold on. Okay, here they are. Do the Jets have enough protection for Aaron Rodgers?
They got drafted guys up there.
It says the Steelers trading up one spot ahead of them for Broderick Jones was a setback for the Jets.
That was real.
Yeah. You know what? While we're in the AFC East, let me look at Dolphins. Can Tua stay on the field?
That's a heck of a question.
I just wanted to see what they had to say about Tua.
That is a heck of a question. I think that's a pretty accurate question, though. Wouldn't you agree? That's pretty accurate, man.
Some of these are really simple yet profound questions.
Yeah, shout out to Dan. All right, Dan. I like it.
Who'd you say? The Colts.
Colts, yeah. This is about AR.
Oh, here's the Titans. Is the clock ticking for Tannehill?
Yes, absolutely.
What's the soonest we could see Will Levis?
Week 7.
Oh, this one's good for the Jaguars. Is T. Lawrence ready to join the AFC's elite quarterbacks? I think he's already there.
I feel like he is.
He's there.
I feel like he's ready.
He's good, man.
Yeah. Is he past Herbert? Because I feel like those are the two that are.
I mean, he beat him
Head to head.
He beat him, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you can go wrong with either or. If you wanted to rank one above the other,
Okay.
I don't think I'd get
Herbert's
too big of an argument.
Herbert's done it 1 year longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably better stats too. Probably more gaudy stats.
Definitely more gaudy stats. I feel like Herbert has more wild moments, but I think I like Trevor.
I like
better,
Lawrence.
though.
I liked Lawrence's in the Jaguars.
Yeah,
videos
like I think
get
he's
into the
just
playoffs last year.
I think Trevor, like in terms of like, I don't want to say it's Manning versus Brady, but it's almost like that vibe to me a little bit. Like
we got too many other good quarterbacks.
We do. No.
Pick.
But I'm saying it in that sense of like how Manning was the crazy talented with like the ultra wild, but Brady was like, yo, he could just figure out how to have that greediness and win. When I look at Herbert versus Lawrence, I'm like, Herbert is more wild to me, whereas Lawrence is more, he's just going to find a way. When he has to get it done, he's getting it done. And that's kind of what I mean in that sense.
Gotcha.
Not it's only two
quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But Lawrence does pretty much have Herbert's talent as well.
He does. That's the thing.
It's pretty much there. He's way more talented than Brady.
Definitely does. Yeah.
All right, you want the Colts one?
Yeah, who they talking about over there, man?
Will Anthony Richardson be ready?
Absolutely not. I hope he is, but absolutely not. That's a TG question, huh?
I just need him for that late game against the Colts.
Yeah, it's
that
too
late
late
season
now.
game against the
Be
Colts.
out there, but it's too late now.
Well, there's some of the QB questions.
That was actually a good man. Shout out to Dan.
How about this one with the Chiefs? We were just talking Mahomes. Can Mahomes do it again with these wide receivers?
Would you say he's upgraded?
So he's losing Juju.
You lose Juju. You have another year of Sky Moore. Another year.
They drafted Rashee Rice in the second round.
Okay.
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, that's when they traded for last year.
And I think they still have MVS. So yeah, you just lose Juju. Is that it?
No, that's right. Yeah, because MVS just got there. Yeah, that was only his first year.
They signed him to like a 3-year deal.
Yeah, that was his first year last year. You're right.
You mean you tell me you have MVS, Toney, Sky Moore, this guy they drafted in the second round, plus you have Kelsey. Yeah, I think he'll be fine.
Absolutely, he'll
if
be
you're
good.
If you're only losing
Absolutely.
Juju and you drafted a second round receiver,
yeah,
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. He's good.
What did he say? Okay, yeah, he says, "Are you gonna bet against him?"
Yeah, I ain't betting against him. Not right now.
Graziano, that was a stupid question. Yeah. That was your worst one.
That was. Dan, you had it going for a while.
He tried.
You had it going for a while.
He should have brought up. Yeah, I think a good question would have been, like, who's the Chiefs' backup right now? Henny retired, so it's like, could the Chiefs' backup actually do something for him if needed? That's what the question should have been.
How confident are you in the depth behind Mahomes?
Right. Do they have an upgrade?
Yeah.
At the backup spot.
But how many games Mahomes in his career?
They have Blaine Gabbert as their backup.
Shout out to Blaine Gabbert.
That's a serious
question. Shout out to Blaine
question.
Gabbert, bro. Shout out to Blaine Gabbert,
That's a
man.
serious question.
Hey, no Blaine Gabbert slander. Just let him live, man.
That's a serious question.
Yeah.
Mahomes goes down. How confident are you in Blaine Gabbert?
You don't believe in Blaine Gabbert?
No.
You don't believe in Blaine Gabbert?
I do not.
He's like Blake Bortles,
Hell no,
man.
actually.
Come on, man.
No.
Yeah.
He's become like Chase Daniel right now.
What's wrong with Chase Daniels, man? Chase
it's
Daniels.
a name we remember because he was really... Actually, they both went to Missouri, too.
Come on, man. You see the correlation?
A name we both remember from college, but really has never done anything in the league.
Man. That's why he's a high-end backup.
And just hides behind starting quarterbacks.
He might be rated as the highest rated
still gets
backup.
paid.
He might be the highest rated backup in the league right now. I know we're trying to say Mitch is the guy, but he might be the guy, bro. Blaine Gabbert, he's cut from the same Chase Daniels, Nick Foles. He's cut from that cloth, man. He's Chad Henne. He's cut from that cloth, man.
John Easton says, Deke hate him some Tua and Kirk. Yeah, should I check out the Vikings question? I think I need to. I mean, we already looked at all those other teams. We might as well.
Why you want to do that?
We might as well. I mean, you peaked on the Jets.
That's crazy.
I guess I could just see what they're talking about with the Vikings here. How much longer for Kirk Cousins in Minnesota? And what's next for the Vikings?
Yeah, he got another year. Give him another year. After this year, I think they move in a different direction.
A lot of questions up there in Minnesota.
I think this year, though, they if they don't want a playoff game,
They could go with TG's theory. They should tank.
Well, nah, they're not gonna tank.
Get Jordan Addison's second quarterback in there.
You can't tank with Justin Jefferson out there. That ain't happening. Yeah, but no, I think for them, man, if they don't have a serious postseason run where they get flirting with NFC Championship game, I think they move on from Kirk, because now you've exercised the option of build up everything around him. Game manager, good quarterback. Can we win this way? We got close, but we still haven't been able to get over that hump. Outside of that one where they won on the road versus the Saints in the postseason, like we haven't seen.
That was with Keenum too.
Yeah, you're right. That was. So it was like we haven't really seen them take it to an NFC Championship game or get close to it since then. So I don't think they would do it again. I think they say, all right, let's go in a different direction now while we still got Justin Jefferson, and you just pay him, go rookie quarterback, and see what it looks like from there. Yeah. At least that's what I would do, because otherwise you're just going to stay in the same place for too long.
Yeah,
like
try to get one of those top guys next year, maybe.
You've allowed Kirk this full run, of we're going to stack the defense up. We're going to get you receivers. All right, you don't want a Diggs, or maybe we don't think a Diggs or a Thielen is all the way there. Let's get a Justin Jefferson. So it's like, got you a Dalvin Cook, got everything you need. We still teetering right here. All right, if you can't make it happen this year, we'll go the rest of the way.
Are you bailing on your guy?
No, it's not a bailing on my guy. It's organizational, though. It's no different than in Washington.
You just think it's going to happen?
Yeah, because...
Are you saying you would do it?
Me, personally, I would have to see where I'm picking at, because the dilemma is this. You're going to be stuck kind of where you are right now, but it made sense at the time, because you talked about you had Case Keenum at the time, right? So who was your true guy that you felt confident going forward in, right? So when you bring in your Kirk Cousins, that was your splash quarterback signing, the back-to-back franchise tags in Washington, felt good story. He did have some good energy coming out of there, but you knew the flaws with it. You bring it to Minnesota, and you're hoping if I put all these pieces around it, it's going to be able to do the Jimmy Garoppolo. It hasn't been able to give the Jimmy Garoppolo, but that's in between Jimmy G and Kirk. Jimmy G, we say, is the best of that version, and that's why he's been able to go to multiple NFC championships and taking a team to a Super Bowl. He has. Kirk just ain't all the way Jimmy G. So now you see where if I don't actually get it to that level, this is why I'm still going to be struggling. And you started to turn over the roster. Kendricks, Everson Griffin, Pat P. Like, we can go down the list of like Channing. Like, now Channing wasn't like the same caliber as that, but it's like a lot of those pieces that have been there with him are no longer there. So you're not about to have him and keep him for another regime if you haven't gotten to an NFC Championship game in that 5-year window. That's the part for me. But the difference between me, you, and TG, y'all make that decision after 2 seasons. And that's when I'm like, I wouldn't have signed him. Right, I think you kill your roster when you make that move, or you stay in purgatory of no quarterback because you're waiting on, I'm going to draft this quarterback. So I think that was the best decision for them. And think about it, they've won multiple divisions up there. Kirk then had success for them. But in terms of taking that next step of winning an actual Super Bowl, that's where you got to make that decision. Because you can still roll with Kirk and you'll still win that division. You're still going to be competitive in the division. But in terms of making an actual run, you're going to still feel like, man, I'm not going to be able to do that just yet. So that's why I say you look at that quarterback market. If it's something that you can get, cool. But if not, what are you going to do? Blow up the roster for the sake of blowing it up? Now you're just wasting time.
We'll trade a match if they want them.
Yeah, like I said, that's blowing up the roster for the sake of blowing up the roster. Now you're just wasting time. That's a hard sell at the NFL level. That's a very hard sell. Because if you're on that roster,
cheaper contract. Much cheaper contract.
No, we're not talking from a business standpoint. I'm talking about losing your team standpoint. When you start doing that type of jank as an organization, your players look at that and you're like, nah, bro, I'm not with this. Like, that's some of the stuff that I'm like, I don't know.
You want to see them at least invest like a first-round pick or something.
Right. Like, I don't mind you not keeping Kirk, but you can't go from Kirk and you tell me Mitch Trubisky's our starting quarterback. That ain't gonna fly.
I'll tell him it's an upgrade.
That ain't gonna fly. That's my only thing. But I'm like, if you telling me, all right, Kirk, you going, but I didn't draft the quarterback in the first round, like Kenny Pickett scenario, it's a lot easier of a sell.
They'll give him a chance.
Yeah.
Let's go. UW says, I remember. We read that one. I remember the same critiques with Najee, James Conner. I think the next one it's actually about James Conner. Berg City, 6-time champ, said Connor's body went through so much. Went from bull in a china shop to bull on the shelf in a china shop. Took his body some time to recover. Hashtag Connor Strong.
Now, without a doubt, man. The thing about Connor's been through a lot, man. Seriously, so that, sure, all of it has had some type of impact on him, but I'm just glad that he's still out there doing his thing, man. They said, 7 years cancer-free on top of that, man. So, yeah, if that was the change that he had to go through, it sucks, absolutely. But, man, keep doing your thing, partner. Keep doing your thing. I'm a fan.
Young Yash, since we talking money, how much does Otani get?
He going to get $500.
I don't even know what the market is.
I'm trying to think.
What would Harper get? Didn't Judge just get a big contract, too?
How much let's find out. Because I remember Cano when he had the $300. That was
and none of those guys can pitch, too.
Right. He does both. That's what I'm like.
Is he pitching as much now these days, though?
Well, he just beat Team USA when they did. That was what? That was a month ago, wasn't it? When they did the it was Japan versus USA.
Did he?
Yeah, he was the reason. Lit him up.
I wasn't watching. Oh yeah, didn't we make the finals?
Yeah.
Damn, and we lost.
To him.
Did we?
Yeah. To him.
Damn, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm seeing his batting this year. He's batting 280, 12 dingers, 33 RBIs. So that seems like a pretty good pace.
What was the contract?
And
what are you looking at right now?
I'm just trying to see if he's still pitching. Oh, yeah, he's 5 wins, 1 loss, 3.05 ERA. God damn. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Just for like, good. No, that's really good for a pitcher.
It's good. If he was just a pitcher, he's good.
Yeah, if he's just a pitcher, that's really good. And then for batting, that's really good too.
It's like, yo.
Like he's gonna have over.
Seriously, bro.
This is like pretty much a lock for between 30, 40 home runs and over 100 RBI.
That's crazy, bro.
His average is 280 right now. Wow.
Yeah. So whatever is the highest number out there, we'll just pay. Yeah, that's what Otani's gonna get.
I bet you the Angels aren't paying him.
I know
they suck. They suck with him and Mike Trout on the team.
Yeah, it's nuts, bro. It is absolutely nuts. But I know a team in New York that'll probably pay him if he wanted to. Big market, help him out. Does he look good in blue? I think he'll look amazing in blue. He would look amazing in blue. Pinstripe, ooh, baby, can't go wrong with that. And don't forget that cool gray. We throw that gray on. Deke, you throw that gray on sometimes. All right.
I think that's a move Nutting needs to make. He
really
really wants to win back these fans.
No. He ain't on that. He ain't on that vibe. That's definitely out the budget.
I think you just do it.
That's out the budget.
Just do it.
If we did, it would be awesome, but that's out the budget. He's not doing that. That's a New York move. Yeah.
What's that? New York, Dodgers, Red Sox.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah.
Philly's got too much money wrapped up in Harper.
Yeah.
What other teams? Cubs? The Cubs make this type of move still?
I don't know. Okay. I like it though.
I have no clue. If you're asking us, you probably know more about what deal he's getting than me.
Seriously.
I don't really watch
baseball. It's probably going to be one of these when they say the biggest contract ever or biggest sports history or biggest contract across all the major professional sports in America is going to say something like that when he get paid. Yeah.
Pittsburgh's Rich Eisen is predicting $650.
There you go. That would definitely be the richest contract across all major sports in North America. Yeah. I don't know how that racks up to them soccer dudes. Your Messi's.
Close.
Yeah, but
one way or another.
Yeah. That's a lot, though, man. Shout out to him, though, man. I'm all for the dudes getting their paper, man. So shout out.
Mike Hood, we need Deke reporting from OTAs.
Deke gonna be trying to pull up out there, man.
How many more do they got?
What, down 3 right now? 7. We know we're going to skip 1 because we got Family Day or Dave and Buster's Day. So 6. 6 and 3 mini camps. So got 9 practices.
I'd ask him the tough questions.
Just pull up, man.
Yeah.
Just nod your head like you know you're going to follow the group. Get you like a little notepad too. Because it'll make you like a little writer. Just get you a little notepad. You walk in there, you can say nothing.
I could probably concoct a badge on Photoshop or something too.
No, they don't use badges. I'm going to give you the heads up. No badges. They take pictures while you're in there. Yeah. As soon as you get in, they're going to take your picture. So it's that vibe. But you got this, though, man.
Can I get access?
I actually don't know, dude. I've actually never, asked about any of access, for regular, non-reporters. I don't know.
Say I'm media. Get me in here.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get... That might be something we look into. Deke needs media access.
That's dangerous. I don't know if I want it.
If Deke is a credentialed media,
with great power becomes great responsibility. I don't know if I want that. Well,
first off, you're not allowed, and you've heard me talk about this numerous times. If you do have media access, you're not actually allowed to talk about certain things that you see at practice unless a player confirms it directly. Like the player.
I honestly don't know if I'd even go down there to like actually try to. I think I'd just go down there to hang out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you know what I mean?
It's a vibe,
Would I even be reporting on anything? I go down there, hang out.
Yeah. But Deke, you a vibe, bro. A lot of players will probably know you anyways. That's the other part.
I don't know.
Good amount of them do, bro.
You think?
That's what they tell me, at least. I don't know. I just go off what I hear, man. All right. A lot of people do be like, yo, they might not know your name, but they be like, yo, where's the homie at? Where's your guy?
What's TJ saying?
Nah, TJ,
you don't know me?
I don't think he ever said about you, bro. Actually, I don't think. Cam knows you, though. Cam, shout out to Cam.
I've actually met him.
Yeah, Cam is definitely talking. Cam knows you, so yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, we got a
you don't have
a Hall of Famer now.
Yeah, you don't have 90, but you got the captain. All right.
That works.
Yeah, you don't have to have Sid. You can get Malkin. You got Malkin right now. There's nothing wrong with that, bro.
Nothing wrong at all.
Gino is a dope player.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Official momentum. We need another live Southern tier. #TG, #ambition.
The combo. If we do it again, we definitely need the combo like that, though, man. Salute to you, official momentum. I hope I was well in your hood, too, man. Absolutely. And don't forget Jack Myers, too, man. Absolutely. Jack Myers Jr. Make sure I put that out there, man. One more time for the culture, baby.
Yeah, we'd have to have ambition be in the opening act for us, maybe.
Facts.
Warm up the crowd.
Serenade him one time. Serenade him. I like it, man.
Well, that's it right now. I don't know if you have anything else.
No, I actually didn't have anything else off the top of my head. And I'm okay with that if you're okay with that, bro. You know? Because I look at it like this, man. Like I said, bro, it has been a vibe. And like you said, man, it has been a very, very fun, but busy May/April. So it is time for Memorial Weekend. Because it's going to officially be starting once we end this here show. Little housekeeping. We won't have a show on Monday because, as you know, we do not work holidays. That is our rule. All right. I try to abide by that as best I can. So we won't have a show next Monday. We'll be back with y'all on Wednesday. All right. So don't be looking for us on Monday. You're going to have some content out there floating around there. Deke might be tapping into what he do. But either way, all right, we chill till Wednesday. All right. Everybody want to record. All right.
I'm good with that.
All right.
I was about to doze off right there.
You know what I'm saying? I'm good, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm ready. Hey, this Gelato 33 calling my name, all right? So we about to have a vibe. So with that being the case.
Although, actually, can I say this?
Talk nice, man. What's up?
Before the weekend, I will be doing another Bleach Report tomorrow night.
Let's go. What time? Give them the info. Let's
Late.
go.
I think it's 8.
8 o'clock?
So, yeah, before you guys go out on Friday night, tune in, and we're talking... I think we're talking Steeler trades.
Let's go.
We're talking Steeler, like fantasy
y'all
trades.
Hear 'em, man.
Like what's something you can concoct up here?
I like that. Well, y'all already know Deke on the money for all of that. So make sure y'all tap in, support the homie over there, man. Show him major love. But yeah, man, I love it, bro. I like it a lot, man. So yeah, other than that, man, everything else is good. So with that being the case, man, y'all hit that like button one more time on the way out of this thing. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. And whatever y'all do, y'all keep being great and stay safe in all that y'all do, man. We appreciate the heck out of y'all. Y'all have a awesome holiday weekend, man. Spend it with the ones you love. Or be by yourself. But whatever you do, man, just be dope. So we appreciate you. And until next time, baby.
Peace.